trouble. I mean, I think that's going to be huge. That's just going to open up some things for Miles and JJ, excuse me.
All right, let's step aside for a break here on the pregame show. We'll come back and we'll be closer to the game time here. Again, slated for a 2:04 local time tip, so about 11 minutes from now is when this game will get underway. We'll be right back here on the Great Central Brewing Company pregame show on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield.
Great Central Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Great Central is a collaborative brewery working every day to serve their community and client partners with heart, vitality, and muscle. Great Central brews great timeless beers. Grab one at Gentile Arena this season and make plans to visit their tap room at 221 North Wood Street in the growing brewing district west of Fulton Market. Great Central Brewing Company, an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics.
Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, is making it easier than ever to find the right provider on a date and time that work with your busy schedule. Using the My Loyola online self-scheduling tool, you can make your next appointment in under a minute. Choose from over 30 specialties, in-person appointments or virtual visits, and your preferred date and time, then confirm and schedule. Head to loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today.
This spring, Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
We believe a successful retirement requires a solid game plan. Strategic Wealth Designers, the official retirement planning sponsor of Loyola Athletics, is here to assist. Their holistic approach to retirement planning addresses various aspects of your financial landscape, aiming to ensure a well-rounded strategy for your golden years. Visit swdgroup.com or give them a call at 187-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Designers is a paid sponsor of Loyola Athletics. No endorsement by Loyola Athletics is stated or implied, and Loyola Athletics is not a client of Strategic Wealth Designers.
Back here on the Great Central Brewing Company pregame show, getting set for this one. Billikens and Ramblers, 5 versus 4, the A10 quarterfinals. And the winner moves on to take on VCU in tomorrow's semifinal. CT, you wanted me to bring back up a point here in terms of adjusting to how this game is officiated. For the most part here at the A10 tournament, the officials have let the games be played with some decent amount of contact, which, if it stays that way, I think should be in Loyola's favor when they want to guard up a guy like Robbie Avila.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's something that we're going to monster him. So monster, we're going to double team, we're bring different looks. And so the last time we played him, usually what happens when we monster, the primary defender drops behind and tries to take away that baseline, and then the help comes from the top side. Now, when we were playing them in St. Louis, we gave him a little bit of a different look. So that top side guy actually stayed with him, and we brought that monster from the low side. Reason being, Avla's a very good passer, and so we were trying to limit his passing ability, or that lane, just to try to clog it up for him to make it a little bit more difficult. Now, unfortunately, we got called for a lot of fouls in that. Right. Now, whether or not we think they're fouls, I mean, it's irrelevant. The ref called a foul. He got to the foul line, and that's what he made a big difference right there. But, I mean, we just have to adjust to the way the game is being called, and particularly, I mean, out front, if we realize the guards they're letting the guys play a little bit, some hand checking, cool, understand that. But you got to be strong with the ball when you're driving to the basket. Now, on the other side, if they are calling a little ticky-tack hand fouls out front, know that and be solid enough on defense not to get your hands in there, just slide your feet. But then on offense, understand that and use that to your advantage.
As the Ramblers compete here in the A10 Championship, we want to thank Caputo Cheese Ticket Eastore, the law firm of Kupiak and Martin, for sponsoring the hunt for hardware this season. Remember to stick around for today's post-game comments with head coach Drew Valentine, brought to you by Loyola alumnus Dave Kupiak of the law firm of Kupiak and Martin. They specialize in state, local income, franchise, and sales tax matters. Contact them at 312-632-1022 or go to kupiakandmartin.com. We'll take one final break here on the Great Central Brewing Company pregame show. When we come back, we'll get you the starting lineups and the opening tip. Ramblers and Billikens coming up from D.C. here on the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield.
Make sure to follow the Ramblers on social media at RamblersMBB for all the latest news, updates, videos, and highlights.
On the alley-oop! Are you kidding me?
That's at RamblersMBB on Instagram and Twitter. Download the Go Ramblers mobile app to stay connected with your favorite Loyola teams. The app features the latest news, scores, stats, and interactive content. Search Loyola Ramblers in the Apple or Google Play Store.
Great Central Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Great Central is a collaborative brewery working every day to serve their community and client partners with heart, vitality, and muscle. Great Central brews great timeless beers. Grab one at Gentile Arena this season and make plans to visit their tap room at 221 North Wood Street in the growing brewing district west of Fulton Market. Great Central Brewing Company, an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics.
On the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield.
Hunter shoots. He off the rim. Brown gets the score. It's over. It's over. We won. We won. We won.
This is Loyola basketball.
Chicago for the second year in a row. Your Loyola Ramblers are Missouri Valley Conference tournament champions. And in the process, they have earned an automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. Sister Jean, dust off those dancing shoes. Here we go again.
Watson drives to the hoop, to the rim, reverses it up and in. What a finish by Des Watson.
Norris between the rings to Edwards. Edwards catches top.
Blocks for Rubin.
Alley-oop finish. Miles Rubin from Sheldon Edwards. Now Dawson, another quick trigger three. Another make for Jaden Dawson.
The Loyola Ramblers from worst to first as they earn themselves the A10 regular season championship.
Tip-off is coming up. Here's Scott Sudikoff and former Rambler forward Christian Thomas.
Today's starting lineups are brought to you by Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Loyola Medicine is nationally recognized experts providing personalized, compassionate care. Learn more at loyolamedicine.org. For St. Louis, it's no surprises with their starting lineup. Isaiah Swope, the senior transfer from Indiana State, scored 26 points yesterday against Davidson on 9 of 15 shooting, 5 of 9 from 3. Kalu Anya, the junior from Worcester, Massachusetts, the transfer from Brown, had 4 points in yesterday's game against Davidson. You have Kobe Johnson, who did not, I didn't write down his point total, which means he had about, somewhere low single digits. He had 14 points, though, against the Ramblers in Chicago earlier in the season. Of course, Gibson Jimerson, 25 points yesterday against Davidson, 8 of 16 from the field, 6 of 11 from 3. Of course, he had the program record 9 threes against the Ramblers in St. Louis on March the 1st. And then Robbie Avila yesterday against the Wildcats, 13 points, 11 rebounds, 7 assists, was 5 of 10 from the field, but only 1 of 5 from 3. All right, let's try to pick up the in-house introductions now of the Loyola Ramblers. As the higher seed, they're being introduced second right now to the crowd. Showing a video up on the screen first. And the starting lineup, spoiler alert, it's going to be what it's been for about 11 consecutive games now. Miles Rubin getting introduced first. Out of the starting 5. 11 points, 75% shooting, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks a game over the last 10 for Miles. Jaden Dawson, of course, getting all A10 second team honors. And according to the NCAA's qualifications, Jaden Dawson leads the Atlantic 10 at 38.8% from three-point range. Kamani Owinsu, about 30 assists to 8 turnovers over the last 6 games. That's a 3.75 assist to turnover ratio. Des Watson, this is a game that he is built for. We'll see if he comes out firing early. And then Sheldon Edwards Jr., of course, a single-season three-point leader, 94 on the year. How about we crack 100 here today? Sheldon Edwards Jr. And, of course, Drew Valentine in his 4th year as a Rambler head coach, 79 and 49, a .617 winning percentage for Valentine with Watson, Dawson, Edwards Jr., Rubin, and Owinsu in the starting lineup for the Ramblers. All right, CT keys to the game to have a date tomorrow with VCU in the A10 semifinals.
Yeah, I mean, first thing, got to keep, the SLU Big Three in check. So we talked about the difference in their production in the two games we played. So at home, they combined for 51 points. In the loss, they combined for 73. I think that's pretty straightforward right there. Now, these guys are talented enough. They're going to make some shots. So you can't hang your heads when they do, but can't let these guys go off for like career nights, or else it's going to be a real uphill battle for us. Next big thing, adjusting to the way the game is being called. So, if the refs are calling the ticky-tack hand check fouls out front, it's just what it is. Adjust to it on defense, but use it to your advantage on offense, and then also inside with our monsters. So making sure that we're quick with those. But, if they're letting you play a little bit, cool. Use that to your advantage. Maybe you can get Robbie a little bit tired, or maybe force him into a bad pass or kick-out pass, which will lead to a turnover. But if not, just got to stay solid in there and not foul. And then the last thing, I recognize the way you're being guarded. So, if you're Kamani, JQ, or Daniil, when you get in there, they're going to have Kalu Anya guard you. He's going to basically stand in the middle of the paint because you haven't shown that you're a consistent outside threat, which is fine. But, I think the best thing you could do is be a great teammate, set a good screen for someone else and get them an open look.
Miles Rubin wins the opening tap back to Sheldon Edwards Jr. The Ramblers have the basketball first, moving left to right in the first half as the higher seed wearing the home white uniform, St. Louis in the road blue. Des Watson standing on the 0 of the A10 logo, swings it to Sheldon, who misses the right side three, and the rebound grabbed by Isaiah Swope for the Billikens. Swope into the front court, crosses over at the top of the key, now dribbles inside the arc left side. Miles switches on him. Swope now sideline left, Kobe Johnson back up top. Rubin still guarding Swope. Swope trying to go left, now behind the back dribble down the right lane line, has to kick it out to Johnson near half court. 7 to shoot. Johnson handoff Anya. Anya drives, puts up a tough shot, but he got tripped up. And Kamani will pick up the foul. Ramblers played up to 4.2 on that shot clock there before the foul.
Yeah, it was just solid all the way around. So he saw how JD, got switched on to Robbie down low. Did a great job whiting him, fronting him, showing the hands. He's physical in there. Sheldon, I think, did a great job on the closeout or forcing this pass out to Kobe Johnson way out here near where we're sitting, which is out of his shooting range. Just unfortunate right there. That last little drive from Kamani, I think he got his right arm in there, and I think that was where the foul was called.
Anya, though, a 32% free throw shooter, missed the first one and does bounce in the second. 1-0 St. Louis, 19-15 to go first half. Kamani into the front court on the right side. Rubin out front. Rubin left-hand dribble, finds Dez left side, drives to the baseline, hands it off Miles, cutting with a little bit of a bump, but he lays it up and in, and it's 2-1 Ramblers. Good action on that second offensive possession. Avila hands it off. Swope will take a deep three. Sheldon was trying to get around the screen, set on the handoff, couldn't get there in time. Swope hits the three, and it's 4-2 St. Louis. Kamani left of the lane, backing down Anya. Into the paint against him. Goes up with the right hand, bounces in. 1-on-1 for Kamani. Tied at 4, 18:26 to go here in the first half. Kobe Johnson. Or Swope, guarded by Dawson. Dawson rips away the steal and then gets fouled by Swope. Trying to move the ball up the court, so Swope picks up a quick foul. 18:20 to go first half, 4-4. Ramblers, both of their buckets have been lay-ins, basically. Both in the paint. Mario Itsu for Rubin. Top of the key, holding on to it. Rubin bounces it for Dawson in close quarters. Dawson back to Rubin, top of the nail. Now Kamani out beyond the three-point line. JD, left side three. Too strong. Kamani tracks it down, tipped it. Dez saves it into Sheldon. Fresh 20 for the Ramblers. Dez wide open for a right wing three. Short. Kamani flies in, almost tipped it in, but Kamani able to crash the glass a couple of times here. Here comes Swope the other way. Swope spinning the right wing, gets into the lane. Miles got a piece of it. Block shot picked up off the floor by Dez. Watson ahead for the Ramblers. Miles catches top side. Rubin, right hand dribble. They back off on him. Now Sheldon comes to get it in the lane. A10 logo back to Kamani. Now Sheldon, left wing, has it poked away out of bounds. Oh, it went off of Sheldon. And it's going to be St. Louis basketball. Loyola's first turnover.
Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah, I think Sheldon was just doing a little too much dribbling right there in close quarters. Right there, you had JD standing in the wing right there. You had him just trying to maneuver, trying to get him open. I mean, it could have been good for just kick it right back to Miles and play to that other side in our Zoom action.
All right, just had our first substitution. Francis Wakoria came on for Kamani Owitsu. No change for St. Louis. Jimerson, his first touch here. Gets it to Swope. Deep on the left, guarded by Watson. Swope with the right-hand dribble. Towards the right sideline. Now Wakoria switches on him. Swope takes it to the baseline. Finds Jimerson, that left corner that I talked about in pregame. He misses. Avila misses the offensive rebound putback. And the rebound by Rubin. So there's the difference. In game, Jimerson missed that exact shot that he was nailing in pregame warmups. Dez gets into the paint, into Avila, off the window, no good. Loose ball. Wakoria follows it up and lays it in. But it was Dez who missed the shot, who got a hand on the rebound, deflected it, and then allowed Wakoria to come get it. 6-4 Loyola. Avila between the rings, guarded by Miles, dribbling to the left. Jimerson the screen. Bounce pass to Jimerson into the lane, leaves it off for Anya, who dunks it. 6-6. Dawson sideline left. Wakoria top side. Push pass right for Dez. Now Rubin catches. Inside the arc. Now at the free throw line. Spins into Avila with the right hand. It's good.
Yeah, Miles.
And that's what you talked about. They back off on Kamani and Miles. You give them a little head of steam into the middle of the paint. 8-6 Ramblers. Anya, top of the key. Holding on to it. Still holding on. Sheldon, great denial of Jimerson. Anya has to dribble around now. Bounces it for Johnson. Now Jimerson comes to get it behind the screen. Misses the three-pointer short. Bounces out of bounds. And it'll be Rambler basketball after a timeout. 15:55 to go in the first half. Loyola 4 of 9 from the field with 1 turnover. St. Louis 2 of 6 from the field with 1 turnover. Loyola 8, St. Louis 6. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Caputo Cheese specializes in the manufacturing and processing of fine Italian-type cheeses, including Parmesan, Romano, and fresh mozzarella. They're best known among chefs for their award-winning burrata and ricotta cheeses. Whether you need a traditional Parmigiano Reggiano or a customized solution, Caputo Cheese delivers quality and consistency that only high standards and family pride can produce. Visit them at CaputoCheese.com and follow them at Caputo Cheese.
Hey Rambler fans, this is Cam Krutwig, and my favorite way to get into the game is through my friends at TicketEstore.com. Whether it's courtside or in the upper deck, TicketEstore.com has you covered. They have a wide selection that I love. The proud official ticketing partner of Loyola Athletics, Ticket eStore is alumni-owned and celebrating 20 years in the business. With no service fees, TicketEstore.com gets you in the game for less. Let's go Ramblers.
This is Ramblers men's basketball player Jalen Quinn on behalf of the law firm of Kupiec and Martin. Founded in 2008 by Loyola alumnus Dave Kupiec, Kupiec and Martin is a trusted multi-state tax law firm with almost 6 years of experience advising businesses with state and local income, franchise, and sales tax matters. Their expertise was developed from working in-house at large publicly owned corporate tax departments, Big Four accounting firms, and state agencies. Contact them at 312-632-1022 or visit them at kupiecandmartin.com. Go Blurs.
Download the Go Ramblers mobile app to stay connected with your favorite Loyola teams. The app features the latest news, scores, stats, and content. You can also listen live or on demand to all Ramblers Sports Network men's basketball broadcasts and Rambler Roundtable podcasts. Search Loyola Ramblers in the Apple or Google Play Store. 8-6 Loyola leads. 15:55 to go in the first half. And obviously a much different start than what we saw 2 weeks ago in St. Louis. Gibson Jimerson 0 for 2 to begin the game from 3, although Isaiah Swope has knocked down a 3. Miles Rubin a couple of early buckets, and the Ramblers getting on the offensive glass as well with a couple of second chance points.
Yeah, I really like the offensive glass looks. I mean, I think that's where we have a clear advantage. And again, we talk about what just Kamani brings, so that offensive rebounding. You typically are going to guard him with a smaller guy. Now it's harder to box him out because he's just taller, he's long, he's athletic, he's it's great feet too, so he can work around and box out. But, I really like what we're seeing on the offensive glass, just getting some extra possessions and getting the only second chance bucket of the game so far.
Come out of the timeout. It's Watson, Quinn, Deloach is in, Dawson, and Wakoria. Ramblers in the front court with it. Watson with the dribble. Watson Picks it up, looking to swing it left. JQ catches. Now to Deloach, top of the nail. Deloach bounces it into empty space. Watson goes and gets it. Watson around the corner, down the right lane line, floats it up. Back iron it in for Des Watson, his first bucket. 10-6 Loyola. Any changes for the Billikens? No. Starting five still out there. Swope on the right side in front of the Rambler bench. Guarded by Wakoria. Gets to Anya, free throw line. Anya lobs it over the top, looking for Avila. Stolen by Dez, and Deloach was there as well. Watson will pull up for three. And hit it.
That's huge.
Watson, 13-6 Loyola. So a quick five for Dez. Also after, in the middle of that, having the steal. Been picking up a couple of steals a game as of late. Almost over and back, over half court there for Swope. Avila guarded by Wakoria, right wing. Dez switches on him. Avila, right of the lane, 9 to shoot. One-on-one with Watson, still backing down, still dribbling. Double team comes from Deloach. He's in the paint. Well, no, stepped out, and then he turns it over. Oh, they blow a whistle late. Avila does end up on the floor, which is, happens a lot. Let's see if we can catch what happened. Yeah, problem is Deloach didn't have to do what he did.
Did he reach down?
He kind of, as the ball was knocked away, he tried to get around Avila and sort of hooked him a little bit. Okay. That ball was going to be picked up by somebody else anyway, so a tough break there.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, JJ has to think next play. He can't spiral.
Defense was obviously strong. 14:34 to go, first half, 13-6 Loyola. They did just bring in Amari McCautry, who has really come on over the last couple of weeks as that sixth man for the Billikens. Swope at the top of the nail, shuffles it for Kobe Johnson, left wing, guarded by Watson. Johnson takes him down low into Avila. Traffic there and trying to keep the pivot. He does. Shot clock is going to wind down. That's going to be a shot clock violation.
That's a great sequence.
No shot for Gibson Jimerson, Rambler basketball.
You see Dez putting him in a box. Let's go. I love it.
What Johnson did there is he brought it down into more traffic. He basically went to the low post where Avila was, and then he was trapped and found Jimerson, but there was no time left. Sheldon's come back in, and so he's out there with Watson, Deloach, Wakoria, and Quinn. Deloach bounce pass to Sheldon, backdoor cut, right hand lay it on the left side of the iron, and it's 15-6 Loyola. Into the front court, McCautry, guarded by Sheldon. Swings it for Avila, deep left, guarded by Deloach. Deloach and McCory both stay on him. That allows Jimerson to cut free and gets the pass from Avila in the lay-in. Little miscommunication on that. 15-8. Deloach, top side, bounces for Dez. Dez, step back, 15-footer, fading at the elbow, and Dez Watson, 3 for 5 from the field to begin the game. 1 assist, 1 rebound, and a steal, and it's 17-8 Ramblers. And
that's going down. Sheldon locking up. Yes,
causes
sir.
a turnover right in front of the Loyola bench. 13-23, and CT next to me making the signal, drawing a little box with his fingers, putting the Billiken ball handler in a box. 17-8 Ramblers, 13-17 to go first half. Deloach, top of the nail with the dribble. Goes around a Watson screen, basically. And still dribbling. Now picks it up. Bounces for Dez. Dez at the free throw line. 11 to shoot. Enters for Deloach against Avila. One-on-one. Deloach spins to the baseline. Left hand hook for Jalen Deloach. And he says Robbie Avila is way too small to guard him. And it's 19-8 Loyola. 12:50 to go in the first half.
I'm just glad JJ went over his right shoulder to finish with the left. It's been wide open so many games in a row.
Sheldon's going to call for a grab, I think, of Avila. Away from the basketball. Second foul of the game, or the third on the Ramblers. Miles Rubel will come in for Deloach, who will take a seat after a nice burst on the floor. Couple of points, couple of assists in 3 minutes. Ramblers by 11, 19-8, 12:45 to go first half. Lobbed out to McCautry. McCautry guarded by Wakoria, trying to drive left in. A hand check, and CT basically called it as the whistle was blowing.
Yep, he did it too. Happened right in front of us. It was a hand check.
But right now, for the most part, they are, again, letting this game the teams play. Yep. Seeing the replay of Deloach reaching almost all the way down to the floor to do the signal of, and that's JJ for you. It probably annoys other fan bases and other players, but Dylan Warlick has checked in. He's inbounding on the baseline for St. Louis, still searching.
Oh, yes.
Sheldon almost got the steal, just lobbed over his head, caught by Swope. Swope, top side. Wakoria switches on him. Swope will pull up for three. Wakoria right in his face. May have got a piece, but Kotry got the offensive rebound, put back. He missed it, but he looks like he got fouled by Sheldon. That'll be his second. But that three-pointer was heavily contested by Wakoria. And then the Ramblers just couldn't get the offensive rebound. It barely grazed the rim. And McCautry will shoot two. It's a 55% free throw shooter. Was 5 of 9 last night against Davidson.
So we see they're starting to call some hand checks out front. So our guys need to be smart, especially if I'm JQ or Dez is coming back in. So more like him because they're probably going to try to guard him a little bit straight. Instead of JQ, they're going to sag way off of him.
McCautry makes the first of 2 free throws. 19-9, 12:31 to go first half. Edwards to the bench, so he has 2 fouls. We'll reset the Rambler lineup here in a moment. As McCautry bends the knee, second free throw is good. He goes 2 for 2. 19-10. It's Owinsu, Watson, Quinn, Dawson, and Rubin on the floor for Loyola. Leading by 9. 12:25 to go in the first half. Rubin beyond the three-point line, out top. Swings the left for Watson. Watson around a Rubin screen, turning left, pulls up 15-foot, got hit.
That's 2 on Swope.
By Swope, and that is correct. And what did I say pregame? Get Swope or Avila or Jimerson, one of them, to 2 fouls. I mean, they've already gone to Warlick early here, but now you're potentially going to be forced to go, back to Kobe Johnson quickly or somebody else that we might not be expecting.
Yeah, that might be good. I mean, the more minutes you're going to play Dylan Warlick, I mean, that might be great for us. I mean, he kind of plays a Daniil type role that for us. I mean, he gets some first half burn or usually dispel one of their other key guys. And if he's wide open, he'll take a shot. But for the most part, he's not a big scoring threat.
Dez drains the first free throw, has one more. Great start for Watson today. 8 points in 8 minutes, 3 of 5 from the field. His second free throw in the air, 2 of 2 at the line. So he's got 9 points already, and the Ramblers lead back up to 11 at 21-10 with 12:10 left to go in the first half.
Yeah, so you got Kamani on Avila, and you got Miles on Warlick right now.
Dawson trying to stay with Swope. Now Kamani switches on him. So Dawson's on Avila, who catches at 17 feet, back to the basket, floats it to Warlick, left corner, dribbles out into the paint, into Rubin, spins, ducks his shoulder, nowhere to go. 3-second violation probably could have been called, but we know it's usually more than 3 seconds. And now the shot clock is winding down. It's chucked up from between the three-point line and half court and missed, and the Ramblers get the rebound. 35 feet maybe? Somewhere on that line?
Yeah, that's a great description.
Yeah, well, that's my job, right? Kamani, mid-block right, into the lane with the left hand, up with the left hand, missed it short, but he'll go to the line. He got fouled by Dylan Warlick. And the Ramblers right now clicking early. Oh, in this type of setting, this type of game, this opponent, you got to keep it going. 9 of 14 from the field for the Ramblers. Just 1 turnover so far. St. Louis is 3 of 9 with 4 turnovers. And with 11:29 to go in the first half, it's Loyola 21, St. Louis 10. You're listening to Rambler Basketball from Learfield.
At Loyola University Chicago's Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health, we address health in all its dimensions to provide better outcomes for all. With academic programming in applied health sciences, healthcare administration, health informatics and data science, and public health sciences. We collaborate across disciplines to find solutions to complex problems. Join us at the Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health as we reimagine the future of health today. Learn more at luc.edu/Parkinson.
College sports fans now have access to hundreds of weekly podcasts that zero in on the college sports world. Now available in the Varsity Podcast Network and part of the new Varsity app. The app is free and available from wherever you get your favorite apps. Download the Varsity app today to have access to hundreds of national podcasts as well as your favorite team-focused podcasts. The Varsity Podcast Network, now available for free on the Varsity app. Download from the App Store and listen today.
Caputo Cheese is a proud sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Family owned and operated, the Caputo team strives to bring customers a taste of the old world with new world service. Visit them at CaputoCheese.com and follow them at Caputo Cheese. Ramblers 64% from the field, holding St. Louis to 3 of 9 with 4 turnovers. Isaiah Swope has an early couple of fouls. Robbie Avila and Gibson Jimerson are a combined 1 of 4 from the field to begin the game. What have been your favorite parts so far of this start here? 11:29 to go. Ramblers 21, Billikens 10.
Yes, I mean, I really like how we're getting on the offensive glass. And also, I mean, we have 14 of our 21 points have been in the paint. So we talked about SLU and their lack of rim protection, and we saw that there was an opportunity for us to get some easy ones. And I think we're doing a great job of that. But then also from an individual base, I mean, Dez has just been awesome right now. I mean, 9 points and first about 8 minutes of gameplay. I mean, he's been the best player on both sides of the floor, or for both teams, I think, so far. But he's also getting it done defensively. I think one of my favorite plays is, so in a kind of a scramble situation, he gets this ball gets to Kobe Johnson right here in this wing in front of us now. JQ recognizes he has Gibson Jimerson in the corner, recognizes that. He stunts at Kobe Johnson just to kind of get him to hesitate a little bit, and that gets Dez to recover. And then from there, Dez just totally locks him up. That was a play where we saw Kobe Johnson just dribble straight into the block. They got nothing out of it, and then right afterwards, Dez told him, "I put you in a box." And that was my favorite sequence.
Kamani at the line here shooting 2. And by the way, Isaiah Swope staying out there with the 2 fouls. So you can see Dez maybe trying to get into his body at some point. Kamani's free throw spins out, no good. He'll have one more. Kamani, of course, coming off the 10 rebound, 10 assists, double-double at UMass last Saturday after he had a career-high 19 points in the prior game against Davidson. Kamani goes 1 for 2 at the line as he nets the second. Ramblers by 12, 22-10. Swope into the front court, right to left, picked up by Dawson. Avila catches on the wing right side, back to the basket, trying to get it to Jimerson, but he was being fronted by Dawson. Now Avila hands off to McCautry. Coria switches on him. McCautry slips down baseline, spins to the low left block. He's double teamed. Will kick out Warlick, left side 3 in the air, and he makes it. Well, he'll be okay if that's the guy taking the shots, but he makes a shot. Credit to him. Wide open, knocks it down. 22-13. Kamani, a little trouble with the dribble on the right side, but nobody near him to take advantage of it. Oitsu crossing back and forth left to right. He's backed off on by Warlick, so Kamani goes to the paint, swings it across to Rubin, left elbow. Rubin trying to go into Avila, baseline left. He spun a little too much there and he traveled.
He did.
Got it. Maybe a little ahead of himself as Avila was giving him the room to make that move, and Avila's not a shot blocker, so Rubin should be able to get his shot off every time. McCautry on sideline right, gives it to Swope out front. Avila coming to set a screen, so Coria switches on Swope. Swope now for Avila, 17 feet from the basket, facing up against Dawson, wants to bring him down towards the paint. Avila still with it, double team comes, it goes away. Dawson rips it away. JD with the steal. Numbers the other way, Kamani to JD, the lay-in.
Beautiful. They want a timeout.
Timeout St. Louis. 10:08 to go in the first half. Timeout Billikens. We'll keep it here as this will be a 30-second timeout. And the Ramblers lead 24-13. Dawson just ripping it away from Avila. And again, the look is Avila takes Dawson down low to the mid-block, which for Robbie Avila, it's a good matchup. You want to take advantage of that. You wait about 3-4 seconds. The double team comes from Miles. He's there for like a second and a half, then goes away. So then Avila, okay, I'm ready to go. And that's when JD rips the ball away.
Yeah, just giving them different looks. I mean, we talked about in the last time we played them, our monsters or the high side guy was staying with them. We were bringing that monster from the low side. Now, I mean, we're just kind of giving them like I said, just mixing it up a little bit. So we're guarding him with different guys, and so Miles is playing off of him, kind of playing him on like Dylan Warlick the same way. Like if Daniil were to come in the game, they're going to have Robbie Avila guard him, and that just frees him up to come with the double teams. And then there have been some times where Miles just stays with them, and then like we saw right there, Miles left just to kind of keep him off balance.
Make sure to follow the Ramblers on social media at RamblersMBB. All the latest news, updates, videos, and highlights. That's at RamblersMBB on X and Instagram. There's going to be a ton of great content over the weekend here in D.C. for sure. So you want to be locked in there. 24-13 Ramblers with 10:08 left to go in the first half. It'll be Billiken basketball as St. Louis has turned it over 5 times and have gone 4 of 10 from the field. Ramblers are 10 of 15 from the field, and we saw just their second turnover earlier on the travel by Rubin. Both turnovers the Ramblers have had have been dead ball turnovers, and those are always better. Swope will pull up for an early shot clock 3 and missed it. Warlick kept it alive on the glass, knocked away from Anya by Wakoria, and picked up by Dawson. Ramblers have made 8 consecutive shots as they come into the front court with it. Dez has it. Kamani left in the lane, guarded by Warlick. Take him to school. Kamani bounces for Dawson to the hoop, hangs, and got it off the glass, but nowhere near the square. And here comes St. Louis the other way. Warlick drives from the left wing into Miles, puts up a tough shot, bounces out, got his own rebound in traffic, will kick it out. Swope will take another 3, and he'll miss it. Rebound, Kamani. Again, the Billikens, Davidson tested them. I mean, they had to play a full 40 minutes, and a lot of their players played close to full 40, so you wonder about their legs here on a back-to-back situation. Kamani drives to the hoop, can't bank it in, gets his own rebound. He's got Stickum on those hands, I feel like, with Kamani. It'll be Rambler ball knocked out of bounds by the Billikens, right? He goes up there and
stretch
his fingertips grab the ball.
Yeah, but I love that matchup, him and Dylan Warlick. That's something we could keep taking advantage of.
Drew Valentine is almost he is at half court. He's screaming instructions he might be able to hear over the airwaves. Dez looking to inbound the ball on the baseline. Sheldon's come back in. Kamani, Wakoria, and Rubin out there as well. Sheldon gets the handoff, and he steps to 15. Pull up, back iron, no good. Kalu Anya the rebound for the Billikens. He'll dribble it ahead into the front court. Kalu Anya on the right side finds the cutter, and it's Warlick who's got 5 points now. And it's 24-15. Ramblers by 9. 8:52 to go first half. Rubin, top of the nail, bounces for Sheldon at the elbow. Finds Victoria left corner. He's up fakes against Jimerson. Finds Sheldon top side. Sheldon will take the 3 and makes the 3.
Sheldon.
First 3-pointer today for Sheldon Edwards, the 95th of the season, and it's 27-15. Anya. Topside Dez from the backside, almost stole it. McCautry left wing, gets Owinsu in the air, drives to Miles, and he blocks it off the window, and the rebound secured by Kamani. Up ahead to Sheldon. Sheldon for Dez topside. Watson guarded by Warlick. Watson, left-hand dribble, blow by to the rim, right side, lay in, got fouled. And Swope was on the other side of the rim there, so it's not on him. It'll be 2 shots coming for Dez Watson. 8:09 to go first half, 27-15 Ramblers.
Get Gibson on that one. No, they got Mari McCautry. Okay.
So McCautry the foul, his first. As Watson at the line, already at 9 points today. Look to become the first player in double figures in this game. Free throw in the air, swish. Jalen Quinn and Jaden Dawson return. Sheldon Edwards and Kamani Owinsu go out. Ramblers by 13 here in the first half with 8:09 left to go. 13 sounds great, but how about 26? Aiming high there. Second free throw in the air for Dez. Also good. 29-15 Ramblers. Dez with 11. Great start for him. 3 of 5 from the field, 4-4 at the line. Kobe Johnson dribbling out near the A and the A10 logo at half court. Now steps forward a bit. Jimerson setting a screen. Doesn't use it, though. Passes into the right corner for Anya. Now up top, Johnson got free for a 3. Missed it wide left. Wakoria the rebound as Quinn was boxing out Warlick. That allowed Wakoria to go get the board. Dawson will pull up for a left side 3. Short. And the rebound by McCautry. Not sure how I'd feel about that one from JD. If it went in, I would have loved it. McCautry out front, dribble, drive, stripped away by JQ as Rubin had the main defense. JD back to Dez. Dez fumbled it. JQ spinning at the free throw line, and now, Miles. JQ turned his back for a moment, so that would have been a tough pass as Miles got open. Dez around the Rubin screen, puts up a floater, bounces out. Miles kept it alive. Dez saves it in. No, he stepped out of bounds. It'll be St. Louis ball after a timeout. Ramblers buzzing around right now. 7:10 left to go in the first half. It's Loyola 29, St. Louis 15. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Your Loyola experience doesn't end at graduation. Whether you're looking to connect with fellow Ramblers or mentor today's students, Alumni Relations offers a variety of ways for you to stay engaged with Loyola. Throughout Chicago and across the globe, Loyola graduates are setting the world on fire. Stay up to date with alumni stories and be part of a community that is changing the world. Loyola University Chicago. Be a Rambler for life. For upcoming alumni events and ways to get involved, visit alumni.luc.edu and follow us on Facebook and TikTok at LUC Alumni and on Instagram and Twitter at Loyola_alumni.
This is Rambler softball player Liz Sudeikis on behalf of Midway Restoration Services, the presenting sponsor of Rambler softball. They're a family-owned business who have been serving all of Chicagoland for more than 35 years. They provide emergency restoration services for a variety of emergency situations, including water damage, fire, mold, and biohazards. Midway Restoration Services is the one call you need to make to help manage the cleanup and restoration for your home or business. Call them 24/7, 365 at 312-226-1101 or visit them at midwayrestoration.com.
Tired of the daily maintenance of getting rid of unwanted hair? Still shaving the patches of hair left behind by laser hair removal? Ready to throw away your tweezer and have your eyebrows shaped permanently? Electrolysis is the only method recognized by the FDA as permanent hair removal. Call or text 224-730-4919 to schedule a free 45-minute consultation and sampling. Day, evening, and weekend hours available. Offices in Skokie and Lincoln Park. Visit electrolysisforyou.com for more information. Go Ramblers!
Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, provides life-saving care. Their top-rated doctors diagnose, treat, and manage both common conditions and complex diseases. Visit loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today. I want to say hi to our loyal listeners who are no doubt tuned in this afternoon. It's still a Friday weekday workday, so probably a lot of you are sitting at a computer in a desk and listening. Also, hello to many new listeners, at least for this season, probably tuning in here for the postseason. So where have you been? And welcome. Be sure to check in with us at Rambler_SN on X if you want to say hello, or if you are lucky enough to have direct access to my cell phone or CT's cell phone. You can send a question or a comment that way, and we'll maybe bring it up on the air. 7:10 to go in the first half. Ramblers 29, Billikens 15. And St. Louis has the basketball here. Kobe Johnson picks it up near half court in the center jump circle against Sheldon. Bounces the right side to Anya. Anya drives into Quinn. Out to Jimerson. Short. Barely caught it and shot the three and it missed it. Air ball. And the Ramblers have the basketball. It's Quinn Dawson, Edwards, Deloach, and Wakoria on the floor.
Sluge is 2 of 10 from 3 right now. Doing a great job guarding the three-point line.
Sheldon, left wing. Guarded by Johnson. Dawson gets away from Swope. Puts up the right side three. Front rim. He was kind of off balance on that shot. And the rebound by Anya. Anya into the front court right side. Guarded by Deloach. Coming to get it is Swope. Quinn with him. Trying to stay through him on the screen. Swope into the right corner. Will step back and take the three and make it. Second bucket for Swope. They've both been threes. It's 29-18. Ramblers by 11. Quinn on the left wing. Deloach up top. Deloach already has a couple of assists. Wants to dish again. Hands off Sheldon. Sheldon turns the corner. The free throw line back out to JQ. Wide open for a topside three. Missed it short. Deloach got his hands on it, as did Wakoria, but a rebound by Jimerson. Swope into the front court with it. Swope picked up by Dawson. Sideline left. Left-hand dribble drive towards the baseline. Bounces it at the rim and laid up and in by Anya. And it's St. Louis's best run here, a 5-0 spurt, and it's 29-20. Sheldon deep on the right side. Gives to Deloach. Deloach, Avila way back on him, so Deloach takes it down low. Mid-block right side. Dribbling with the left, fakes right, goes left. With contact and scores it. Jalen Deloach, a chance for three. And I said it in the pregame CT, you know, with Deloach experience, he's been there, done that. He's won an A10 tournament championship. He's played in the SEC tournament. He's played deep in the NIT tournament. So he has this type of experience. With this game for him is kind of ho-hum in a way.
Yeah, ho-hum. I mean, like you said, I think the fact that he's been here and won here before, I mean, that he knows what it takes to be successful and right here. And, I mean, he's just giving us great energy, great pop off the bench right now.
Avila the foul. Deloach at the line looking to finish off a three-point play. Ramblers back up by 11, and now 12 as Deloach rattles in the free throw. He'll come out, and Miles Rubin will check in. So from Deloach right now, you've gotten 5 total minutes, a 3-minute stretch, and then now a 2-minute stretch, where obviously he's been a factor. 5 points, 2 assists, and then you bring Miles back in. Neither one of them have a foul so far. Yeah, so that's
JJ got that foul on the.
Oh, you're right. Correct. Thank
just
you.
One. Yeah,
yep.
so just one.
Just the one foul on Deloach. Avila to Jimerson, who tries to step back for the 3. Now gives it up, gets it back, gets the handoff, misses the 3 short. Rubin the rebound. And gives it Jimerson. Is 0 for 4 from 3, but just at any point, one of those start to fall, and it could be a storm after that. 32-20. Watson left wing catches against Swope, trying to bring him down low. Swope has got 2 fouls. Oh, Watson lost his footing, going to get tied up here, and it's going to be St. Louis ball. He fell to the floor with it, and then nothing he could really do except cover up.
Yeah, see Swope pulled the chair off from under him, though. That's how Des got off balance.
So in this game, Swope has 2 fouls for St. Louis. Edwards has 2 fouls for Loyola. Each team with 5 fouls in this first half. 4:41 to go, and the Ramblers lead 32-20. Avila right wing, guarded by Kamani. Avila pounding the rock. Is it to Swope? Now Anya, top side. Swope comes to get the handoff. Trying to get rid of Kamani on defense. Swope turns the corner left. Bounce pass in the lane to Kalu. Anya driving, and Dawson thought he knocked the ball away cleanly, but he gets called for the foul, his first. And it'll be 2 shots for Kalu Anya. Anya's been to the line already today, 1 of 2. 32%. He's 24 of 74 on the season, and now 24 of 75.
Let's go. Got a box out here.
Yeah,
these are
going to be ready for a miss for sure. 1 dribble, second free throw in the air, and back iron, and Kamani does box out, has the rebound, and it's an empty possession in the end for the Billikens. 32-20 Ramblers, 4:14, 4:13, 4:12 left to go in the first half. Away from the ball, JD and Swope both go down. Josh Schertz wanted a foul on Dawson. Didn't see what happened, though. Dawson fakes left, drives right into Anya. Pull up over him is good. Got Swope off of him very easily with that jab left and drove right, and it's 34-20. Swope dribbling at the A10 logo at half court. You know there are 9 A10 logos on the floor here? Why not just make a 10th, right? Johnson lobs it for Avila. Left of the lane, guarded by Sheldon. Mid-block, now spins to the baseline. Almost banked it in, and the rebound tap in good by Anya as it rolled around for a while. 34-22. Kamani into the front court with it for the Ramblers. 3:24 to go first half. Rubin, top of the nail, left-hand dribble. Now will float it up over Avila. Missed it short. Loose ball. Dez almost got underneath the rim. Anya is way behind the play now, joining it, so it's 4-on-5. Now he's there. Swope swings it for Avila. Left wing. Started by Rubin. Shuffles it back for Swope. Watson will go with Avila as Rubin stays with Swope. Step back 17-footer with Rubin getting a hand up. That's a nice shot by Swope.
It's good defense, better
34-24, 2:48 to go. Next whistle will be our under 4 media timeout.
Oh, he just threw it off.
Kamani, and Jimerson will pick it up in the backcourt, and he will go to the hoop and dunk it. And that's his second bucket. And now it's an 8-point game, 34-26. And the Ramblers will use their timeout here with 2:29 to go in the first half. They use it or lose it. It'll give us the under 4 media timeout. So a boneheaded play there for the Ramblers. Unfortunately, their 4th turnover leads to an easy bucket. So it's a 6-0 run for the Billikens, and the lead is down to 8. 2:29 to go in the first half. Loyola 34, St. Louis 26. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
This is Ramblers men's basketball player Jane Dawson on behalf of Center Construction Group. They're Chicago's hometown team. We're specializing in building spaces that inspire. From modern offices to vibrant restaurants, Center Construction Group handles every detail with precision, creativity, and commitment to excellence. Center Construction Group's talented team is committed to building more than spaces. They're committed to delivering stunning results and building lasting relationships. Learn more at centerconstructiongroup.com. Center Construction Group, built better.
Caputo Cheese specializes in the manufacturing and processing of fine Italian-type cheeses, including Parmesan, Romano, and fresh mozzarella. They're best known among chefs for their award-winning burrata and ricotta cheeses. Whether you need a traditional Parmigiano Reggiano or a customized solution, Caputo Cheese delivers quality and consistency that only high standards and family pride can produce. Visit them at CaputoCheese.com and follow them at Caputo Cheese.
Hey, I am Jalen Deloche, and I am inviting you to experience something truly dazzling at the Alfie Norville Gym and Mineral Museum.
And I'm Justin Moore, named in honor of Loyola Hall of Famer Al Norville and his late wife, Althea. This museum is a treasure trove of rare gems and stunning minerals.
Discover sparkling exhibits, learn fascinating stories, and uncover hidden wonders that will captivate the whole family.
Come visit today and let your imagination shine.
Go Ramblers!
Looking for hard-to-get tickets with a money-back guarantee? Visit TicketEstore.com to get your ticket fixed. Great seats, great prices, and a great supporter of Loyola Athletics. That's TicketEstore.com. Ticket eStore is the official alumni-owned ticketing sponsor of Loyola Athletics. I guess spokesman for Ticket eStore, Cameron Krutwig, is locked into this one for sure. As the Ramblers have an 8-point lead, a 6-0 burst here for the Billikens. One bad play for the Ramblers, helping St. Louis out there. They also made a great shot on some good defense, but Loyola, hard to find anything to be critical of so far in this first half, CT.
Yeah, I mean, other than that missed cue right there, I mean, obviously Kamanu just trying to zip a pass over, and it looks like JD was just cutting at the same time. So that's what led to that run out right there. But so that'd be the one thing that I would pick on if I had to find something. But it's important not to roll this over into back-to-back mistakes. I mean, right now SLU's on a little bit of a run. They've scored 6 points over the last minute of game action. So right here, it's important for us to get a good one. Love to see us get a basket to push us back up to double figures and then just continue rolling.
Ramblers' largest lead has been by 14. St. Louis is led by 2 at 4-2, their last lead. Des Watson on the left side. Dawson catches between the rings. Dawson for Rubin, catches mid-block left against Avila. Spins to the baseline, ducks the shoulder, and he gets called for a walk.
Again. Ooh.
He did score the basket off the window, but obviously doesn't count. So St. Louis a chance to build on this 6-0 run with the Rambler lead at 8. Swope. Deep on the right. On the Anya screen, Rubin switches on him. Swope will back it out. Push pass left for Kobe Johnson. Now caught the free throw line by Anya. He'll float it up over Dez. Back iron. Rebound Ramblers. Kamani into the front court left side. Oinsu.
Yep, right to
against Jimerson. Into the paint. Up fake. Slid, and he traveled.
He traveled.
His pivot foot slid. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I like the idea, though.
The Ramblers getting a little careless with the ball. All these have been dead ball, except for that one, basically, dead ball turnovers. So St. Louis hasn't been able to get out in transition. Wakoria returns for the Ramblers with Dawson, Oinsu, Rubin, and Watson. Still an 8-point Rambler lead, 1:42 left to go in the first half. They'd love to get this back up to double figures into halftime. Swope, right side against Dawson. A little screen set by Avila, so they switch. So Dawson's guarding Avila now. Avila has the basketball. Mid-block right. Into the paint with the left hand. Deflected on the way up. Got fouled by JD.
That's 2 on him.
Minute 24 to go here in the first half, so nothing to get. Obviously, want to be careful in the final minute 24 here, not pick up a third. Avila to the line for the first time today. He's only taken 2 shots, hasn't scored yet. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover. And there's his first point as he makes the free throw. 76% at the line. 7-0 run for the Billikens, 34-27. Second free throw in the air.
Long.
Too strong. Rebound, Rubin. 34-27 it remains. 1:20 to go first half.
Well, we need a bucket here.
Kamani into the front court with it. Is to Sheldon. Back for Rubin now. Top of the nail, back to the basket. He faces up, looking around. Gives to Kamani left side. Kamani hands off Sheldon. Sheldon turns the corner. Double teamed along the baseline. 9 to shoot. Backs it out. Gives to Kamani. 6 to shoot. Final minute of the first half. Kamani with 4. Into the lane with 3. Fakes left, goes right, then goes left again and draws a foul. And Kamani with 1.3 on the timer. And Wakoria and Jimerson looked like they collided. Wakoria is helped up by Watson and one of the officials, and Jimerson was bent over at the waist here, and he's grabbing at behind his right knee and upper calf area. Kamani's going to shoot 2. The foul was on Anya, his first. Kamani's first free throw in the air. It bounces out. He's 1 for 3 at the line. JQ in, Sheldon out. Sheldon's got 2 fouls. Dawson already went to the bench with his 2. With 55 seconds left, and the Ramblers lead by 7.
Come on, Kamani, put this one in. Let's get a stop.
Free throw is up, and best one bounces in. Front iron, and backboard and down. 4 points for Kamani, 35-27. Ramblers by 8. Yeah, going to stop here and maybe get the final shot of the first half and have a double-figure lead into the locker room. Led by as many as 14. JQ staying with Swope here on the left side now. Swope will take a step-back 3 and make it. Just another good shot. He's got 11, and it's 35-30. 3-second difference, shot clock and game clock. Watson over half court with it. On the dribble against McCautry. Working this clock down. You don't want to leave a lot of time here for St. Louis. Dez will take a step back 3. Got McCautry off of him, and he drains it. Dez Watson with the step back 3.
Get a stop.
14 for Dez. 10 seconds left. 38-30.
High hand, JQ. High hand.
6 seconds. Just Swope will
JQ,
rise and miss the 3 short. Right. 3 seconds left. Dez will get to half court. Will step in, take a buzzer beater. Almost banked it in. And that will do it for the first half. So a big-time shot by Dez Watson right before halftime. He finishes the first half with 14 points on 4 of 7 shooting. Ramblers don't get the lead back up to double figures, but they go in with the final bucket of the first half. 38-30, Loyola has the lead. The unexpected happens every day. When it does, head to Kohl's at Kohl's.com for everything your family needs. Kohl's, where families come first. Stay tuned for today's halftime show, brought to you by Great Lakes Brewing Company, an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Make sure to grab Great Lakes Brewing Company craft beer at Gentile Arena throughout the season. Again, the score at halftime, Loyola 38, St. Louis 30. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Whether you're watching Rambler basketball from home or in Gentile Arena, be sure to do it while enjoying a Great Lakes Brewing Company beer. Great Lakes Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Find Great Lakes Brewing Company beer inside Gentile Arena or wherever Great Lakes beers are sold. Great Lakes Brewing Company reminds you to please drink responsibly.
Hey, Loyola fans, Cam Krutwick here. Have you ever shopped for sports or concert tickets online only to be blown away by the high fees at the checkout? You can forget about the sticker shock with TicketEstore.com, an official ticketing partner of Loyola Athletics. Proud members of the National Association of Ticket Brokers and celebrating 20 years in the business. TicketEstore.com has the tickets you love without the fees you don't. Next time you're looking for great seats, TicketEstore.com is your destination.
Candlelight Chicago has been a Rogers Park staple since 1950. Located on Western Avenue, it's been topping the best of Chicago pizza lists for decades. Cheering the Ramblers to victories with its famous marquee sign, Candlelight Chicago is a great destination for sports fans, families, and anyone looking to experience great pizza, cold beverages, and friendly service. Their famous tavern-style pizza has fresh ingredients and the perfect crispy crust. Stop by for the next Ramblers men's basketball away game and check them out in advance at candlelightchicago.com.
This is Rambler softball player Maddie Hickey on behalf of Midway Restoration Services, the presenting sponsor of Rambler softball. They are a family-owned business who've been serving all of Chicagoland for more than 35 years. They provide emergency restoration services for a variety of emergency situations, including water damage, fire, mold, and biohazards. Midway Restoration Services is the one call you need to make to help manage the cleanup and restoration for your home or business. Call them 24/7, 365 at 312-226-1101 or visit them at midwayrestoration.com.
And at halftime, Loyola leading St. Louis 38-30. Just looking at some of the halftime stats, Des Watson leads all scorers with 14 points on 4 of 7 shooting. He's 2 of 3 from 3, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Also has 2 rebounds and an assist and a steal to go along with that. Also from Loyola, Sheldon Edwards. We talked about his foul trouble, but he still has 5 points, 2 of 4 shooting, knocked in 1 of his 2 3-point attempts. But after that, Loyola's got some pretty solid balance. Actually, JJ has 5 points off the bench. Kamani has 4 points, and Miles Rubin also has 4, along with Jaden Dawson. Overall, Loyola winning the points off turnovers battle, 9-3. Points in the paint favors Loyola 20-12. Second chance points favors SLU 4-2. Fast break points favors Loyola 5-2, and then bench scoring even at 7. Taking a look at St. Louis and their 30 points are led by 11 from Isaiah Swope. Got into some early foul trouble, but he's still finding his groove on the offensive end. He's 4 of 9 from the floor, 3 of 7 from 3. Also has an assist and a steal and 1 rebound to go along with those numbers. Next, we have Kalu Anya with 7 points. Also has 4 rebounds and an assist. And then after that, got Gibson Jimerson on 4 points, just 2 of 6 shooting, 0 of 4 from 3. Loyola's done a great job keeping him in check. And then also Robbie Avila only has 1 point at the free throw line. And Scott is back from the restroom right now.
You want me to take back? Oh,
yeah,
okay.
So
that was my
what
cue.
You got, Scott?
Well, I wouldn't say a perfect first half of play, but, given you're in the A10 tournament, it's not supposed to be easy once you get to tournament play. You really couldn't ask for much more from what is going on here.
It's the balancing act. So he's
did he almost drop that pole into the crowd, or was that on purpose?
That was on purpose.
Okay.
It's like
it was on purpose. Okay. Anyways, to shoot 52% and hold the Billikens to 41%, and more importantly, 4 of 14 from 3. And the combination of Avila and Jimerson are 2 of 8 from the field. Avila 1 point and Jimerson 4 points. And so Swope's got 11, but he's made that contested fading back 17-footer with Miles was contesting a 3-pointer here. JQ was there, hand was up. Maybe, it's never perfect, right? But it wasn't an easy shot. So he's knocked down a couple of really tough shots. So, St. Louis for their 41%, which is obviously not a terrible percentage. You look at that and go, okay, we're in the game. But they've had to work. They had to work hard for their 11 buckets. And whatever the formula was in the first half, if you're Loyola, I don't see any reason why you change it, other than the fact that obviously St. Louis is going to adjust some things that you have to react to. But, it's a performance that you got to be happy with in the first half.
Yeah, for the first half, but we've been in this situation before. Same thing happened last year. I know we're supposed to be moved on from that, and we are in our personal lives, but it's still something to keep in mind. Especially in this environment. It's like you said, SLU is definitely going to make some adjustments. So they're going to try to get Robbie Avila going right now. I think on this last little bunny that he missed in this basket in front of us, we went to our old coverage of bringing that monster from the low side. And sort of we were faking and fading at him. I think once he gets maybe inside the paint or within a certain, within 5-6 feet from the basket, that's when we bring the double team. Well, Avila, he has good enough touch. He can score from that, from outside of that area. So I know he kind of turned baseline, was expecting the double team, put up a nice little lefty hook off the glass. Now he missed it, but it was still a very clean look. So it wouldn't surprise me if SLU goes back to something like that early on, especially to try to get him going.
So, again, the score at halftime, Loyola 38, St. Louis 30. DeGroot Logistics is a proud sponsor of Loyola Athletics, owned and operated by Loyola alumni. DeGroot provides transportation services, some of the country's largest shippers of food and beverage products. If you're interested in learning more or joining their team, check them out at DeGrootLogistics.com. VCUSports.com. Of course, earlier today, VCU defeating St. Bonaventure, so they await the winner of this game between the Ramblers and the Billikens. Semifinal tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern, noon Central Time for that one. As we got our halftime show here, he's balancing a ladder on his chin.
Like, what do you think he practices?
How did that? Well, my first question is, when do you discover that's something that you can do? Like, when do you try it? And why do you try it?
I don't know. Probably a cool party trick, I guess. But yeah, it's certainly different.
Just kind of hanging out one day and decided to balance a ladder on my chin, and I could do it. And I was like, all right, I'll make a career out of this. So I guess there are sillier things you could do. Anyways, where was I? Obviously, VCU, the opponent, awaiting the winner of this. Of course, later today, coming up next is going to be GW and George Mason, which that should be a fun one. You would hope there's going to be a good crowd for that one, considering GW is a few miles down the road. George Mason is about an hour away. Well, traffic, yeah, I don't know. It's close enough. It's close. VCU obviously had a huge crowd here, and whoever they play tomorrow is going to be walking into a bit of a lion's den tomorrow's game, no matter what. And, of course, later today, Dayton is playing St. Joe's, and that should be an interesting one as well. St. Joe's defeating LaSalle last night. All right, guys, ready for everybody halftime show. The score, Loyola 38, St. Louis 30. We'll take a break, come back with more here on the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield.
Make Pippin's Tavern a downtown campus men's basketball away game watch party sponsor. Your go-to spot for game days, dinner with friends, or your next big event. With a mouth-watering menu, craft cocktails, and plenty of TVs. Pippin's Tavern is the perfect place to catch all the action and enjoy a great meal in the heart of downtown Chicago. Planning a special occasion? Pippin's Tavern offers several private event spaces to make your celebration unforgettable. Visit pippinstavern.com to learn more and reserve your next event.
Cubs fans, it's Elise Menaker with Marquee Sports Network, the multi-platform home of the Chicago Cubs. We know you can't wait for the baseball season to be back, so get an early start on the Marquee Sports Network app. The Marquee Sports Network app is your hub for all things Chicago Cubs, including breaking news, exclusive content, insider analysis, full episodes of the Cubs Weekly podcast and Cubs 360, and much more. Subscribe today for all the exclusive content at watchmarquee.com.
Green means grow. Green State Credit Union, the official credit union sponsor of Loyola Athletics, has market-leading deposit rates for certificates, money markets, and even checking accounts. In addition to their aggressive certificate specials, they offer money market accounts with tiered rates to maximize your earning, and their Rewards Plus checking pays a premium rate on your balances and cash back on your purchases. Stop by a branch or visit greenstate.org to learn more. Deposits insured by the National Credit Union Administration.
Kupiec and Martin, founded in 2008 by Loyola alumnus Dave Kupiec, is a trusted multi-state tax law firm with almost 60 years of experience advising businesses with state and local income, franchise, and sales tax matters. Their expertise was developed from working in-house at large publicly owned corporate tax departments, Big Four accounting firms, and state agencies. Contact them at 312-632-1022 or visit them at kupiecandmartin.com. Of course, spending some time the last couple of days with Dave Kupiec and Nat Caputo especially, and other Loyola luminaries. Had the alumni reception last night. Great turnout. A lot of fun. Open bar. And nice spread of food. We enjoyed that. We enjoyed that very much.
Sliders and the truffle parmesan.
The truffle parmesan tater tots. And I don't know about you, but I grabbed about 4 or 5 of those cheesecake bites. I had all the different kinds last night. And then we had an incredible dinner 2 nights ago at one of Jose Andres' restaurants here. I'll give it a plug. Oyamel, just tapas for days.
Yeah, he's real good.
Margarita pitchers for days as well. Don't tell our boss. Oh wait, he was there. So shout out to Kyle Krieger for treating us to a great night a couple of nights ago, and last night was great as well. And we are hoping for a great night tonight as well, as we're getting ready for the second half. 38-30, Loyola leads St. Louis. All right. I mean, CT, adjustments always get made So in the Loyola side of things here, what things would you change to switch it up, say, on offense to give St. Louis a different look, and then vice versa on defense? What maybe just, little things maybe to do better if you want to maybe try to contain Isaiah Swope, but obviously you want to keep containing Jimerson and Avila.
Yes, I mean, maybe try looking at getting the ball out of Swope's hands. So really trying, when they go to try to set this high ball screen action, really try the guard that's guarding him, really trying to force him to use that ball screen. I mean, there have been a couple times where he's been able to, kind of maneuver out of it and then get into an open look. I mean, I would like us to see him use it and then maybe try to trap him, maybe once or twice, especially early on, just to give him a different dose. And then really just choke off on Gibson Jimerson. So now if he's throwing it out to a Kobe Johnson, who, I mean, right now is 0 for 1, or a Amari Kotri, he's 0 for 2. And then Dylan Warlick, I mean, I know he's 2 of 3, but if I were a betting man, which I'm not, but if I was, I would love for him to just kind of keep chucking them up there, because I don't think he's going to be able to consistently do that for 20 minutes in the second half.
Still got some time here on the Great Lakes Brewing Company halftime show. I'm going to look at the scoreboard of some other tournaments here, because partly something to fill the air with, but also I'm interested in seeing what's going on. Michigan State, they beat Oregon in the 1 versus 8 Big Ten game today, 74-64. Now Wisconsin's playing UCLA. That's the 4-5. And Wisconsin has an early 7-point lead. Illinois will play Maryland later today. I'm hoping to be locked into that one a little bit later. That'll be fun. Saw news, Fran McCaffrey at Iowa is after 15 years will no longer be the head coach at Iowa after they had a tough season, finished 14th, I think it was, in the Big Ten. Purdue plays Michigan later today as well. See if any other interesting games. Auburn playing Ole Miss right now, have a 6-point lead with 2.5 minutes left in the SEC quarterfinals there. Texas plays Tennessee later today. Tonight's a great night usually as well. The Friday night Big East semifinals. Marquette playing St. John's. Oh, yeah. And UConn is matching up with Creighton tomorrow night. DePaul, I mean, credit. They got the double overtime. They won a couple of games in the Big Ten, or they won one game in the Big East tournament. Got themselves in a double overtime, but lost that one. And all right, that's enough fill there from me, as we got a couple minutes before the second half begins. Loyola 38, St. Louis 30. The second half between the Ramblers and the Billikens right around the corner here on the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're watching Rambler basketball from home or in Gentile Arena, be sure to do it while enjoying a Great Lakes Brewing Company beer. Great Lakes Brewing Company is an official alumni-owned craft beer sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Find Great Lakes Brewing Company beer inside Gentile Arena or wherever Great Lakes beers are sold. Great Lakes Brewing Company reminds you to please drink responsibly.
So the teams out on the floor getting their final warm-ups in as we get ready for the second half. 38-30 Loyola. Run through those stats again from the first half of play. Ramblers 14 of 27 from the field. That's 51.9%. 3 of 9 from 3, 7 of 9 at the line. Des Watson, 14 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 2 of 3 from 3, 4 of 4 at the free throw line. Next leading scorers, Sheldon Edwards Jr. and Jalen Deloach, both with 5 points. Deloach in 1 second, 4:59, 1 second below 5 minutes. 5 points on 2 of 2 from the field, 1 of 1 at the line. Picked up 1 foul and 2 assists. So he's a +7. Francis McCory, a +12 in the first half off the bench. Deloach leads the team with 2 assists. The Ramblers playing well, but only 5 assists on 14 made buckets. A couple of steals for Jaden Dawson, a couple of blocks for Miles Rubin in the first half. Ramblers led by as many as 14, trailed by as many as 2 at 4-2 early on. 9 3-points off turnovers, 20 to 12 points in the paint. Down 4-2 second chance points, up 5-2 fast break points, and the bench scoring is even 7-7. St. Louis 40.7%, 11 of 27, 4 of 14 from 3, 4 of 8 at the line. Isaiah Swope with 11 on 4 of 9 shooting. Avila 0 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 at the line for his 1 point, 2 assists, 1 turnover. And then Gibson Jimerson 2 of 6 from the field, 0 of 4 from 3 with 4 total points in the game. rebounding, +5 for Loyola, 18-13. Both teams with 6 turnovers after one half of play. It'll be Rambler ball to begin the second half, shooting to the hoop and directly in front of us, moving right to left as the second half gets underway. 20 minutes between the Ramblers and the A10 semifinals. Kamani catches topside. Rubin now left elbow. Back to the basket. Handoff Dawson. Dawson turns the corner into Avila with contact. Almost banked it in. Kept alive and then rebound off the floor by Swope. Into the front court for the Billikens. Swope across to Anya. Cutting and laying it in. 6-point game. 38-32. Kamani. Give it up to the top to Rubin. Top of the nail. Bounces to Dawson. Catches at 13. Rises and hits. Nice. That close quarter bounce pass. Not a ton of, space, but it was wide open for JD to step right into it. 40-32. And now the official's going to stop the clock. There's some wipe-up duty is going to be done. Ramblers back up by 8. 50 seconds gone by second half. Swope. Avila between the rings. Now dribbling right against Kamani. Back out to Swope. Dawson against him. Avila sets the screen. Kamani switches. Swope swings it right to Anya. Hands back off to Swope. Swope down the right baseline. Reverse lay-in. Bounces out. Everything but the bucket for Isaiah Swope. And the Ramblers will certainly take that. Kamani into the front court. Hands off Sheldon left side. He turns the corner at the free throw line. Spins. Dribbles out to the wing behind Kamani. Now Sheldon behind Kamani again. Dumps it off for a Winsu. Avila there defensively. 14 to shoot. In the paint. Kamani goes right. Bumps and scores off the window. Bumps into Avila. Takes the contact and scores it off the glass. And the Ramblers back up by double figures. 42-32. Swope. Left sideline. Tries to go baseline against Dez. Shut off. Dribbles back out to the wing. Swope still with it now, topside. Push pass left for Anya. Jimerson can't get free from Dawson. Jimerson sets a screen away from the ball for Swope. He gets free, and Swope makes the three.
Yeah, it's just a miscommunication right there. I mean, JD and Dez can probably switch when Gibson and Jimerson and Isaiah Swope come together.
42-35. 2 minutes gone by second half. Sheldon dribbles to the left wing. Rubin catches top of the key. Rubin hands off Dez. Dez pulls up 13 feet. Same spot that Dawson made the shot earlier, but missed it short. Avila the rebound. Swope into the front court with it. Swope backs it out. Guarded by Dawson. Now Kamani switches on him. Swope, left-hand dribble. Gives it to Avila. 15 feet from the basket. Back it down Dez. Dez goes for the steal. Spins to the baseline, and Miles will pick up his first foul. 42-35 Loyola, 17:33 to go. And Avila a chance to make it a 5-point game with 2 free throws.
Yeah, Miles has to I'd like for Miles to recognize that earlier. So he's picked up Kobe Johnson right there just in transition. You don't really have a man. Kobe Johnson's out here at the 25-foot mark. Now, if Avila's going to skip it out to Kobe Johnson, he wants to chuck it up from 25, go ahead and let it. But, I mean, Miles has to recognize that Avila is backing down one of your guards. He has a clear size advantage. You got to get there sooner.
He makes the first free throw. Both of his points have been at the free throw line. He'll have one more here, 42-36. Corey and Quinn come in. Owinsu and Edwards check out. Second shot for Avila is in the air and good. 42-37. Ramblers by 5. Jalen Quinn across half court. Gives it up to Watson. Dawson gets around the screen. Swope went down. Dawson catches at the free throw line and bounces it in from just inside the free throw line, 14 feet.
Yeah, and that's JQ just going and setting a great screen right there. He's been a great teammate getting guys open.
Dawson now with 8. Second bucket of the second half. Ramblers back up by 7, 44-37. Quinn guarding Swope out front. Swope trying to drive left. Swope into Rubin. Oh, and he just sneaks it in off the window. 16 now for Swope. 7-point game again. Or excuse me, 5-point game again. 44-39. Dawson pull up right side. Short J missed it short. And the rebound by Swope. And he takes it ahead.
Hand Francis.
Corey watching him on the right side. Swope will dribble back out towards the center jump circle. Avila sets the screen. Swope will swing it out to Avila for 3. Rubin trying to track him down. Missed it long. Rebound comes to Dawson at 15 feet. And he'll leave it for Dez. Now for JQ across half court. Ramblers by 5, 16:25 to go. Watson into the paint, step back, 14-footer, and he hit it against Kobe Johnson, who is called for the foul as well. And Des Watson now 5 of 9 from the field with 16 points today.
Yeah, you see what happened on that sequence. So we talked about trying to trap Isaiah Swope to get the ball out of his hands on the high ball screen. We did a great job there. Now, Robbie Avila, he got an open look. He hasn't been shooting it well. So we got lucky. He missed that one. Then coming down, we talked about how they were going to guard JQ. I mean, Kalu Anya is standing in the middle of the paint when JQ has the ball. Well, that's great. So if he sets a good ball screen, now you can put some pressure on them. You get your shoulders going downhill towards the basket, and then now you got all the space in the world. And the world is your oyster. And Des does a great job of recognizing that.
Des now with 17 as he completes the three-point play. Ramblers by 8, 47-39. Swope dribbling sideline left against Dawson. He's backing him down and now goes around to Avila's screen. Wakoria switches onto him. Swope up top for Kobe Johnson. Between the rings, now back for Swope. Wakoria still with him, 8 to shoot. Crosses over to his right. Now step back, 3 ball in the air. Wide left. Rebound. Deloach goes and gets it. He just checked in for Miles a few moments ago. Ahead for Watson. Watson. Quinn on the right side. They back off on him. Anya's guarding him, so Quinn will drive into the paint at the smiley face. He got a shot blocked, but he was fouled by Anya first, and that should be in the act of shooting. And it'll be Anya's second foul if that's who they called it on. It's got to be. And JQ should have 2 shots. He will when we come back from a timeout. 15:44 to go in the second half. It's Loyola 47, St. Louis 39. Ramblers maintaining the halftime advantage and looking to add to it. We come back here on the Ramblers Sports Network from Learfield.
Looking for a doctor close to home? You don't have to travel far to find the leading edge of healthcare. With Loyola Medicine, hospitals and doctors' offices located throughout the west, south, and southwest suburbs, advanced medical technology and top-rated physicians are right in your neighborhood. At Loyola Medicine, the official healthcare system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, it's easy to find an exceptional doctor at a convenient location. Go to loyolamedicine.org/doctor to find your Loyola doctor today.
This spring, Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
Planning for retirement is like preparing for the big game. You need offense, defense, and the right team on your side. As the official retirement planning sponsor of Loyola Athletics, Strategic Wealth Designers has a goal to help you create a winning financial plan so you're prepared for life's biggest moments. Strategic Wealth Designers, helping America retire since 2002. Visit swdgroup.com or give them a call at 1-877-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Designers is a paid sponsor of Loyola Athletics. No endorsement by Loyola Athletics is stated or implied, and Loyola Athletics is not a client of Strategic Wealth Designers.
Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, provides life-saving care. Loyola Medicine's top-rated doctors diagnose, treat, and manage both common conditions and complex diseases. Visit loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today. 15:44 to go in the second half. Loyola maintaining the 8-point lead, 47-39. And Jalen Quinn was aggressive, got himself fouled, and will shoot 2 coming out of this timeout. So the Ramblers have been able to answer that that punch thrown by St. Louis kind of late first half, early here in the second half, and now a chance to get back up by double figures.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think you said it best. I mean, we knew SLU was going to make some adjustments, and, at some point they're going to go on a little bit of a run, but we've done a good job of being able to answer it. I mean, there was only the first 5 minutes or so. I mean, there's still plenty of possessions left in this game. SLU's going to make another run at some point. We just got to be ready for it.
Quinn, first of 2 free throws, will spin off the rim, no good. Ramblers as a team today are now 8 of 11 at the line. JQ 76% on the year. Second free throw, too strong. And the rebound, Jimerson. So unfortunately, the Ramblers don't get a single point on that possession after drawing the foul at the rim. 47-39. Jimerson guarded by Dawson. Bounces it for Avila. Avila has Quinn on him. Jimerson gets free for the little shuffle pass, missed it, and then a rebounding foul on St. Louis.
On Anya?
That's
Anya. That's his third.
And that's Jimerson's shot, by the way. I mean, that top side handoff basically is almost automatic for him.
Yeah, there's not much help on it either because we're playing Anya the same way he's playing like JQ and everybody else. They're just sagging way off him. So if he does set that screen, usually your guy's out there to hedge a little bit. Well, JJ's a little bit too low, so that's why Gibson's able to get so open on those.
And now St. Louis gets a bit smaller with McContry in for Anya with the 3 fouls. Deloach puts down the dribble, lobs it in the left corner for Watson, guarded by Jimerson. Watson will rise over him, shoot the three, and make the three. Des Watson with 20 points. The 5th time this year he's reached the 20-point mark. And he's already 4 points away from tying his career high. And we played 5 minutes in the second half, and the Ramblers lead by 11. Des just said, all right, I'm just going to shoot in your face. McContry off the dribble, into the paint against Deloach. He stumbles a bit and swatted by Deloach easily. And the Ramblers get the loose ball.
Post up JJ inside.
Against Johnson. Okay. Dawson will drive to the hoop himself, miss it. Offensive rebound, Deloach controls it. Kick out, Quinn. No look pass. Dawson, right corner for 3. No, and the rebound, Jimerson. That would have partially brought the house down, at least with the Loyola fans. Still an 11-point game with 14:25 to go.
JD point blank. Got to finish those.
Swope on the left wing. Going to stop here, and it won't hurt as much. McContry for Avila. Guarded by Deloach, knocked it away. Loose ball on the floor. Avila picked it up. And then everybody bumping into everybody. I think Deloach just got a second foul.
He did, yeah. Arms just got tangled up front. But that backdoor cut was wide open. I mean, JD did a great job snipping it out, getting that right hand in the passing lane, causing that deflection.
Ramblers on a 6-0 run over 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go up by 11. Billikens 0 for the last 4. Haven't scored in 2 minutes and 51 seconds. Deloach goes out. So it's Watson, McCoria, Rubin, Quinn, and Edwards on the floor. Swope dribbling out near the center jump circle. Now dribbling towards his head coach, Josh Schertz, on sideline left. Option for Avila, who catches just inside the 3-point line, left side against Quinn. 5 to shoot. Brings it down low. Miles is there. Pass to the corner, and it just goes off of Jimerson out of bounds. Dez was, again, they're face guarding Jimerson a lot. So Dez had his back turned to that pass. If he obviously had turned around, he would have had an easy steal. But the distraction caused Jimerson not to be able to make the play either. Billikens, that was their 7th turnover, first of the second half. Watson, Rubin, left side. Watson the handoff, turns the corner into Avila, double team with Swope. Now just Swope, single coverage. Swings it out to Quinn. Quinn drives on the left line into Warlick. Up fakes and lost it on the way up. Just lost it out of his right hand.
Yep, that was clean.
Saw he even, agreed with it. Basically, is Swope now drives to the hoop, gets to the left baseline, has to bring it back out to the corner. Rubin's on him. Ramblers by 11, 13-19 to go. Avila against Watson, got fouled, missed the shot though. And Dez will pick up his first foul, and 2 shots coming for Robbie Avila. Third team foul on the Ramblers in the second half. St. Louis has 3 as well. Ramblers have led by as many as 14, led by 8 at halftime, lead by 11 right now. Been able to keep this advantage basically 5+ since they got to that point in the first half as Avila makes the first free throw. All of his points at the line. 4 of 5. It's only taken 3 shots. Second free throw in the air, also good. 50-41 Ramblers. Here's Owinsu on the left wing. Warlick guarding him, standing 5 feet away. Owinsu creeps forward, gives to Rubin right of the lane. Rubin now. Bounce pass to Sheldon, and getting the hand on it was Jimerson to create the steal. Swope into the front court with it. Swope going to go off the dribble against Wakoria. Crosses over to his right, behind the back now, at the front of the rim. Got Wakoria in the air, dumps it off down low, and the layup missed by Johnson. Rubin didn't get a piece of it, but he certainly affected that shot as Johnson probably rushed it. Ramblers got the rebound. Kamani between the rings, looking to his left. Sheldon comes to get it. Edwards back for Kamani. 12 to shoot. Owinsu to Sheldon into the paint. Step back over Avila. Pure for Sheldon Edwards Jr. 7 points for Shell, and it's 52-41. 12-16 to go in the second half. Swope. Guarded by Edwards on the left side. Well, Corey now jumps on him. Swope gets into the lane, shuffles it down low for Warlick, fumbles the pass. Rubin is there. Warlick ducks the shoulder, nowhere to go. Puts up a wild shot. They're calling a foul on Rubin. Warlick has absolutely no chance to do anything there. Probably traveled, ducks the shoulder, goes into his chest. It's a complete mismatch. They have no business being matched up there, and call a foul on Rubin. And that's not even an offense to Dylan Warlick. I mean, it is. You have a certain lot in life, right, as a basketball player, and that matchup is just not in his favor at all. But he gets the foul call on Rubin.
Yeah, I mean, the only critique
Probably
I
a
have for that,
3-second violation as well.
Yeah, that too. I mean, 3-second violation. He also traveled. But then also, I mean, the only thing I'd say for Miles, you maybe don't even need to jump. I mean, I know Dylan Warlick listed at 6'5". I mean, you just look at him, he's probably closer to 6'3", 6'4". Miles legit 6'10". Just keep your arms straight up. If Dylan Warlick scores over the top of you, so be it.
He just picked up his second foul, Rubin did. Warlick bounced in the first free throw. Warlick has 6 points, so he's trying to pick up some slack as he makes both. 52-43 with 12:02 to go. So the Ramblers now have Deloach back in there. Edwards, pass deflected. JD goes and gets it here, sideline left. Now dribbles back out to the top. Dawson off a Deloach screen, behind it twice. Now will take the three. And JD will make it from three. The A10's leader in three-point percentage, according to the NCAA. And he adds one there. 2 for 6 today. Oh, actually 1 for 5 today. It's 55-43. Now getting to the hoop and getting fouled was Swope, and he will shoot 2 when we come back from a timeout. 11:35 to go in the second half. It's Loyola 55, St. Louis 43, and that was a third personal on Jaden Dawson against Swope at the rim. 11:35 to go. Ramblers by 12. This is Loyola basketball from Learfield.
Hey, Rambler fans. This is Cam Krutwig, and my favorite way to get into the game is through my friends at TicketEstore.com. Whether it's courtside or in the upper deck, TicketEstore.com has you covered. They have a wide selection that I love. The proud official ticketing partner of Loyola Athletics, Ticket eStore is alumni-owned and celebrating 20 years in the business. With no service fees, TicketEstore.com gets you in the game for less. Let's go Ramblers.
Hey, I'm Rambler Jalen Quinn, inviting you to discover the incredible Doubletree Reed Park Hotel in Tucson.
And I'm Sheldon Edwards. At Doubletree Reed Park, you'll enjoy spacious rooms, modern amenities, and that signature warm Doubletree cookie welcome.
Whether you're in town for a game, a meeting, or just a relaxing escape, this hotel is your perfect home away from home.
So book your stay today at Doubletree Reed Park Hotel and experience Tucson like never before.
Team Impact is a therapeutic 2-year program that matches children facing serious illness and disabilities with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Loyola Medicine sponsors the Ramblers' relationship with Team Impact, which currently includes 3 active matches. Team Impact getting all kids in the game, all in, all together. 11:35 left to go. Loyola 55, St. Louis 43. Isaiah Swope about to have 2 free throws for the Billikens off of Jaden Dawson's third foul. 5th team foul on the Ramblers. Only 3 so far on St. Louis. 11:35 to go. Again, the Ramblers by 12. And just keeping St. Louis at bay here. I made reference once the Ramblers took basically a 2-possession lead, we'll say. I guess 4 points is technically a 2-possession. Let's say a 5+ point lead. St. Louis has gotten it back to 5 at one point earlier, but never any closer since that point. So Loyola's doing a good job of, as you said, the Billikens are going to make their shots here and there, but it's just stopping the big 10-0, 12-0 type of run.
Exactly. I mean, especially early on, coming out of the second half. So we knew they were going to make some. Adjustments, and I think we did a great job of weathering the storm so far. But I mean, we just got to be able to close this one out. So kind of moving into this portion, the second half of the second half. So right now, I mean, SLU's just going to start playing a little bit more. Maybe a little bit more loose, a little bit more, more desperate. I mean, or desperate might not be the right word, but a little bit more loose. And that wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Swope has had the hot hand for them. So just keeping the ball in his hands and then just sort of letting him make the decisions.
The Ramblers took a 7-point lead with 15:10 to go in the first half on a Des Watson 3. And I think since that point, it stayed at 5 or larger on the lead. Yeah, a couple of times here in the second half, it's been down to 5. So that's a long time in this game having a lead of 5+ as Swope makes both free throws, and it's 55-44. He has 18 for the Billikens. 55-45 is the score. As Deloach gets down low underneath the rim against Avila, gets a piece of it. Loose ball, though, picked up by Winsu. Out to Sheldon for 3. Air ball, out of bounds. Did something get changed on a shot there? Because I feel like the score, or am I just...
Maybe I think they were just behind on the monitor.
Okay, so 55-45 is the score, though, and it wasn't anything. It was 55-43. We went to timeout, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 55-45, the score remains, and the Billikens have the basketball. St. Louis hasn't made a field goal in almost 6 minutes, so they're getting some points at the free throw line. 0 for their last 5 from the field. Jimerson swings it left for Warlick. He takes the 3, and he misses it. Not even close, and the rebound tapped to Deloach.
That's what we want.
He's got 7 points. He's the third leading scorer in this game. Anya with 9 and Swope with 18. So that's different for the Billikens. Deloach, top of the nail. Push pass left for Kamani. Kamani for Sheldon. Comes to get it. Sheldon back for Kamani in the lane. Down low, Deloach goes up. This is short and can't get the rebound. Avila has the rebound. Into the front court, McCautry. McCautry up for Swope. Got lost a bit. Macoria got a piece of it.
That's going down. That's going down.
I guess not. I mean, he missed that way off. I mean, he's not. I mean,
we'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to question it too much, but I mean, that was wide left and short. The officials are talking about it. I mean,
nobody saw. I mean, if nobody saw the block, then I mean, you just got to assume it didn't happen, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, here we go, man.
I'm looking at the replay though.
They just overturned it. Here we go.
I'm gonna look at it right now and look at it. I mean, he either hit him on the arm or hit the ball, because that shot was like no one's missing a shot that badly in this game at this level. So they do reverse the call, give it to St. Louis. 18 on the shot clock. Swope on the left wing will pull up, take another 3, and miss again. And McCautry got grabbed by JD, I guess. It's his fourth foul on the glass. They called it on Dez. Okay.
That's a second. Okay, only a second.
JD reacted like it was on him.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm seeing a slow-mo replay, and Corey got his fingertips on the 3. Yeah. I mean, like I said, Isaiah Swope is not missing a shot that badly. So, are they changing the foul? Oh, they just, okay. Dez was holding up.
Oh,
that was they gave
it to JD. So
it is,
4.
Yep. And I just saw the replay, and that's right, because Dez wasn't even in the vicinity of where any contact was made. So JD does get his 4th foul. Avila driving left to the hoop, floats it up off the glass and in. His first field goal today. 55-47. It's a little bit of adversity here for the Ramblers, and Sheldon gets fouled by McCautry.
Hand check out
25 feet from the hoop. The second. 4th on the team. So Dawson's probably going to be out of this game for at least the next, we'll say, 4 minutes on the game clock. Rubin, top of the nail, handoff, Sheldon. Edwards around the Rubin screen now. At the free throw line, has Swope on his back. Gets into the paint, has the pass knocked away. Swope got the loose ball. Swope into Dez, and he'll take the lay-in. Swope has got 20. Swope versus Dez. They both have 20, and it's 55-49. Ramblers will use their timeout. 6-point Rambler lead, but as I said, the Ramblers' lead has stayed above 5 since about 4 minutes into this game. The Billikens have made these runs, another 6-0 run, but Loyola's been able to answer every time after that. We're going to take a timeout with them here. 9:43 left to go in the second half. Loyola 55, St. Louis 49. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
JB Alberto's has had a passion for pizza since 1965. Each JB Alberto's pizza starts with its own unique handcrafted dough. It's topped with flavorful homemade pizza sauce, crafted from sun-ripened tomatoes, 100% real mozzarella cheese, ingredients cut fresh daily, and top-quality meats. Visit jbalbertos.com to order online or call them at 773-973-1700. JB Alberto's, the official pizza sponsor of Loyola Athletics.
This is Ramblers men's basketball player Jane Dawson on behalf of Center Construction Group. They're Chicago's hometown team. We're specializing in building spaces that inspire. From modern offices to vibrant restaurants, Center Construction Group handles every detail with precision, creativity, and commitment to excellence. Center Construction Group's talented team is committed to building more than spaces. They're committed to delivering stunning results and building lasting relationships. Learn more at centerconstructiongroup.com. Center Construction Group, built better.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup as the top college athletic programs for the 2024-25 college athletics season? You can follow the standings of your favorite team or alma mater at L Directors Cup on Twitter and online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2025 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Sudi and CT back with you inside the phone booth in Washington, D.C. So the original name of this building was the MCI Center and then became the Verizon Center. Now it's Capital One Arena, so the name doesn't really work, but it's affectionately known as the phone booth, I still believe, here by Wizards and Capitals fans alike. So there's that explanation there for you. 55-49 with 9:43 left to go in the second half. A 6-0 Billiken run, but in this time they've only made 2 of 10 shots. So Ramblers defensively is still locking down St. Louis for the most part. The Billikens, though, here in the second half have gone 8 for 8 at the line, and so that's what's helped them here. But again, I've said it a few times now. Ramblers have kept this lead 5+ since 4 minutes into this game, and they've been doing that by, all right, give up a few buckets, but then they get the next one. They just don't let that run get too much for the Billikens.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, coming out of this one, I think it's important when you really need a basket right now. If we can get a clean look three, that's great. But I'd love for Kamani to be able to take advantage of this Dylan Warlick matchup.
All right, Kamani gets the inbounds pass. He's in there with Rubin, Watson, Edwards. And Wakori over there in the corner. Watson at the free throw line rises up and missed it short. Loose ball that goes off of Warlick out of bounds in the corner. Sheldon there as well.
I like how both players are just pleading their case, looking at the ref. Oh, he touched it.
I don't think Sheldon even touched
Sheldon
it at any point.
Yeah.
So, all right, Sheldon will inbound here in the left corner. Shot clock reset to 20. 9:31 to go. Ramblers by 6. Kamani here sideline left. Gives it off to Rubin up top. Rubin creeping forward inside the top of the nail. Will now hit to the hoop. Into contact. Misses off the back iron. Goes off Avila's fingertips, but McCautry has the rebound. And St. Louis now a chance to get within 4 or possibly 3, something that they haven't done since the Ramblers took a 7-point lead early on in the first half. Avila turns the corner, driving right, missed it. And the rebound by Rubin. That was a golden opportunity for Avila. Now Kamani into the front court. Avila behind him, into Warlick. Contact, almost a chance for a 3-point play. And they're calling it on the floor, though, anyways. Second foul on Warlick. Get him in foul trouble, too. He's their tied for his third most points in the game with Avila with 7.
Yeah, Kamani's got to be careful with that. You don't want Warlick try to sell a charge on that. Kamani maybe get to that short corner, get to that Nova post action instead of just barreling the guy over.
Edwards catches right wing into Swope. And Swope just maybe a quarter of a second late, shuffling to cut off Edwards, moving the feet, picks up his third. He played with 2 for about 15 minutes, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now Watson inbounding on the sideline. So now both teams are in single bonus from here on out. Both teams have 16 fouls. Rubin up top. Hand off Dez. Dez at the free throw line. Dez left of the lane against McCautry into the paint. Up with the right hand and good. Dez has got 22. Ramblers by 8, 57-49. Dez Watson nearing I'm going to say it's a career day for him, especially the A10 tournament. He's 2 away from tying his career high. Swope over to Warlick, left side. They back off on him. Swope comes to get the handoff. He's free for 3, and he hit it.
Sheldon's got to go over the top on that dribble handoff. If you go underneath it, it's just too much space.
5-point game, 57-52. The Watson versus Swope battle continues. Kamani down low against Warlick. Off the glass, no. And the rebound by Warlick. Billikens into the front court left side. Sheldon guarding Swope. Swope trying to drive left. In the corner with it. Swope will back it out. Crosses over to his left. Takes another three. Makes another three. And the lead is down to 2. Swope has got 26. 57-55. So to a one-possession game for the first time since the first 3 minutes of the game. Sheldon dribbles out to the wing against Swope. Now drives again against Avila. Finds a cutter. Cavani with the two-hand slam. 4-point game again. 59-55.
Let's go. Got to get a stop here. Have to get a stop.
Swope. Warlick trying to set a screen. Swope weaves around with the dribble. Cavani guarding him now up beyond three-point line top side. Jimerson catches. Shuffles it for Warlick in the right corner. 11 to shoot. Warlick drives into Miles. Puts up. He's traveled. They're going to call it this time.
There we go, Miles.
And that'll be a timeout on the floor. Miles stayed on his feet, as CT talked about earlier. Stayed on his feet. He gets called for the travel this time. 7:07 left to go. St. Louis just got it within 2. A big pass by Sheldon and the dunk by Kamani. And now the stop on the defensive end. 7:07 left to go. Loyola 59, St. Louis 55. This is Rambler basketball from Learfield.
Download the Go Ramblers mobile app to stay connected with your favorite Loyola teams. The app features the latest news, scores, stats, and interactive content. Search Loyola Ramblers in the Apple or Google Play Store. Make sure to follow the Ramblers on social media at Ramblers MBB for all the latest news, updates, videos, and highlights.
On the alley-oop! Are you kidding me?
That's at Ramblers MBB on Instagram and Twitter.
Caputo Cheese specializes in the manufacturing and processing of fine Italian-type cheeses, including Parmesan, Romano, and fresh mozzarella. They're best known among chefs for their award-winning burrata and ricotta cheeses. Whether you need a traditional Parmigiano Reggiano or a customized solution, Caputo Cheese delivers quality and consistency that only high standards and family pride can produce. Visit them at CaputoCheese.com and follow them at Caputo Cheese.
Established in 1938, Green State Credit Union serves over 450,000 members with world-class deposit and loan products. Learn why membership pays at greenstate.org, member NCUA. Ramblers just got a big stop after the Billikens got it with it too. Ramblers made a dunk first with Kamani, so now they'll have the basketball. 59-55 Ramblers, 7:07 left to go in this game, and this is now where Loyola definitely needs to have that counter punch. Bucket here, like you've talked about, and push this lead back out to 6 or more over the next couple of minutes here and get St. Louis back on their heels again, because in the end right now, the momentum is with the Billikens. They got to be feeling better, especially with the fact that they look around and say, hey, Jimerson, you've got 4 points. Robbie's got 7 points, and we're only down 4 right now because Isaiah Swope's got 26. What a matchup right now, Swope versus Watson. Love to see when 2 guys like that to start maybe not consciously going mano-a-mano, but it's what's happening in this game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, 2 veteran guys, too, that are in their last A10 postseason tournament. So, but I mean, I really think that we need to do a better job. So, like when Isaiah Swope comes off a handoff, you can't go underneath that because, I mean, what's happening is he's just feeling it right now. He's just popping back, and, I mean, any sort of airspace is too much space for him. You got to be totally underneath him.
Ramblers the basketball. Quinn, Edwards, Watson, Deloach, and Wakoria. 6:55 to go. Leading by 4. Quinn on the right side, handoff to Dez. Dez's next bucket will either tie his career high or be a new career high. He's got 22. Deloach gets the entry pass, mid-block left against Avila. Avila goes down, and he flopped, and the Deloach scores.
Nice.
I mean, I'm saying he flopped because they didn't call a foul. I kind of took my eye off it, so maybe he didn't, but no foul was called. 61-55. Billikens the basketball. 6:25 to go. 15 on the timer here for Avila. Back to the basket. Fakes the pass to Jimerson, then tries to turn and drive. And he'll get to the line for 1-and-1 as Deloach or Wakoria will be called for the foul. Wakoria, his second. Avila to the line to shoot 1-and-1. He's done most of his damage at the line. He's 5 of 6. He's only made 1 field goal for his 7 points. On the year, a 76% free throw shooter. One dribble, bends the knees, free throw, short. Rebound by Sheldon. Loyola has it up by 6. Watson, right side, out to JQ. Looks back towards his head coach, Drew Valentine.
It's a good decision.
JQ now dribble over near us here on the left. Right hand dribble for JQ. Dez catches right side on the wing. Bounce entry for Deloach. Faces up on Avila. Now he takes him to the rim. Goes up strong and scores off the window. Back-to-back buckets for Jalen Deloach. The former VCU Ram wants a date with his former team tomorrow. It's 63-55. McCautry, left side, into the lane against Deloach.
Don't reach,
Stumbles a bit, kicks it out to Swope. Swope guarded by JQ. McCautry sets an illegal screen. And then thrown away by Swope.
Yeah. See the difference there? JJ actually got up there, so Swope didn't have as much airspace to play with when he's coming off that screen.
And we're going to get a timeout called by St. Louis, 30-second timeout. We will keep it here, but now the Ramblers answering since the Billikens got within 2, a 6-0 run, having made 3 straight shots, and the Billikens have turned it over on 2 of their 3 possessions. Yeah, the Warlick travel, this throwaway. What happened on the prior possession?
Avila got fouled, went to the free throw line, missed the front end of the 1-on-1.
Basically a turnover. not in the scorebook, obviously. So the Ramblers now a chance to get it back to double figures here with 5:35. And at what point, again, do the St. Louis legs get a little bit heavier if they go, we just got it back to 2, and now we're back down by double figures again. A lot of this sometimes is a mental game, CT, and I'm sure you can speak to that, where it starts to all go at some point late in the game.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the mental aspect of it is just as much as important, if not more important than the physical part of it. I mean, if you're thinking like you can't come back and beat this team or you've given them all you've got and you still haven't been able to take the lead, I mean, that sort of thoughts can, overcome you. And it really doesn't matter what you're doing physically. But I would really, really love for our guys to be able to step on their I won't say that on the air, but just really kind of extend this lead out a little bit. I mean, you got a great opportunity right now. I love what JQ has been able to do, setting some ball screens, almost like he's a big, but just setting the ball screen, and then guys like Dez are doing a great job using it, coming off, and then just getting their shoulders going downhill and then being able to take whatever the defense gives them.
How about the production of Jalen Deloach today? 9 points, 4 of 6 from the field in 10 minutes with 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and just 2 fouls. So,
Yeah.
He's going to be available to go here. He stays out with Edwards, Watson, Lucoria, and Quinn. Ramblers the ball up by 8, 5.5 to go. Edwards guarded by Swope. Push pass left corner. Watson catch and shoot 3 and short. And Quinn can get the rebound. The inside position, McCautry had it. That would have been a new career high if Dez made that. Into the front court, Swope. Avila top side. Spins away from JQ. Now spins into Deloach. Has to throw it back out to half court to Swope. Sheldon gets up in his airspace. Way away from the three-point line, though. Not going to shoot there. He swings it over to Avila. Long 3, and he makes it. Really long 3. 63-58 with 4:52 to go. Deloach, top side. Looks down the right-hand dribble. JD's going to check back into the next whistle with his 4 fouls. Dez enters it for Deloach. Right in the lane. Spins to the baseline against Avila. Tries to go up strong again, but got swallowed up this time. Got too far underneath the rim. Here comes Swope the other way. Crosses over left to right. Now swings it to Avila. Up fakes the right side 3 against Deloach. Wants to bring him down low. Brings him mid-block. Poked away by Deloach for the call, the reach-in foul. And that'll be 1-1 for Avila again. His 3rd. Miles and JD will come in with 4:24 left to go. 5-point Rambler lead, 63-58. Kamani returns as well. Avila 1-1, 5 of 7 today. At the line, just made his 2nd field goal in his first 3 of the game. Front end of the 1-1. Bounces out halfway down, and Sheldon gets the rebound. Into the front court comes Dez. Watched by Jimerson. Watson. Deep on the right side. Finds corner man. Sheldon 3. No. Rebound by Swope. Swope into the front court. 4 minutes left to go. Ramblers by 5. Avila catches right in the lane against Edwards. Avila to the baseline. Picks up the dribble. Out to Swope. Back to Avila. Still with Edwards. Rubin around the area. Avila puts up the left-hand hook. And it's 63-60. Billiken faithful standing up to make noise. Dawson trying to get the play call here from the other end of the court. Watson gets the ball up top. Watson, 15 to shoot. JD back to Dez. Dez directing traffic. Dez against Jimerson. They kind of clear out here on the left side for him. Dez, 7 to shoot. Going to back him down. Out to JD. Back to Dez, 4 to shoot. He eyes the clock. 2, 1. Fadeaway, 1-footer. No good. Miles up for the rebound.
Miles.
Got it, the offensive rebound.
Huge.
And now Sheldon takes the three and makes the three. Huge sequence. Miles Rubin with the offensive rebound. And Sheldon Edwards Jr. with the three. And the Ramblers lead by 6, 66-60 with 2:55 left to go. Swope, the answer in the air. Wide and too strong. Rebound, Rubin. Yeah. And the Ramblers can slow it down with 2:45 left to go. Up 66-60. What an offensive rebound by Miles Rubin. It wasn't, this big rip away. It was just tapping it to yourself and making the finesse play. Dez dribbling out top, guarded by Jimerson. Dawson trying to get free away from the ball. He gets the pass, right wing, 3 ball in the air. Short. And Avila gets the rebound this time. Rubin was in the vicinity. 2:20 left to go. Ramblers by 6. Avila to Warlick left side. Hands it off Avila against Rubin. Trying to drive to the baseline. Now backing him down mid-block. Spins to the baseline. Up with the left hand. No good. Great. And all the Ramblers box it out. All white uniforms on the glass. And Loyola could take this under 2 minutes, leading by 6. And we still have not yet had our under 4 media timeout. So next whistle will be a timeout. Dez between the rings, looking around. 12 to shoot. Kamani comes to get it. Kamani for Rubin. 7 to shoot. Rubin on the left. Sheldon trying to get it free. Can't. 5 to shoot. Miles with 3, with 2. Drives, puts it up. Can't bank it in. Kamani the offensive rebound, and he got fouled. And that'll be 1-1 when we come back from the under 4 media timeout with just 1:37 left to go. It's Ramblers 66, Billiken 60. Kamani at the line when we come back. This is Loyola basketball from Learfield.
This is Ramblers men's basketball player Jalen Quinn on behalf of the law firm of Kupiec and Martin. Founded in 2008 by Loyola alumnus Dave Kupiec, Kupiec and Martin is a trusted multi-state tax law firm with almost 6 years of experience advising businesses with state and local income, franchise, and sales tax matters. Their expertise was developed from working in-house at large publicly owned corporate tax departments, Big Four accounting firms, and state agencies. Contact them at 312-632-1022 or visit them at kupiecandmartin.com. Go Blairs.
At Loyola University Chicago's Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health, we address health in all its dimensions to provide better outcomes for all. With academic programming in applied health sciences, healthcare administration, health informatics and data science, and public health sciences. We collaborate across disciplines to find solutions to complex problems. Join us at the Parkinson School of Health Sciences and Public Health as we reimagine the future of health today. Learn more at luc.edu/Parkinson.
JB Alberto's is the official pizza sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Although they've had passion for pizza since 1965, their menu also includes appetizers, salads, chicken, ribs, seafood, steak, pastas, sandwiches, burgers, and desserts. Check out their daily specials and order online at jbalbertos.com. You can also call them at 773-973-1700 for all of your catering needs.
Visit Candlelight Chicago, Firehouse Grill, Pippett's Tavern, or Streeter's Tavern to watch the Ramblers battle in this A10 tournament. Each is located close to the downtown or lakeshore campuses and features delicious food options and beverage specials during Ramblers away games. All away games can be viewed at any of these locations. They are the men's basketball away game watch party sponsors. 1:37 left to go. Ramblers with 2 huge offensive rebounds on 2 of their last 3 offensive possessions. Got the 3 ball from Sheldon. This time, Kamani got fouled on the offensive glass. He'll shoot 1 and 1. Big free throws here. And Kamani's stat line here today, 8 points in 23 minutes, 9 rebounds, only 2 assists today, but getting on the glass and scoring more than he did against UMass.
Just huge free throws. We need these.
Yeah, 1-1. At least give me that first one, Kamani. 66-60. It is in the air. It's short. Offensive rebound. Des Watson.
Huge.
Rubin tapped it out, and Watson grabbed it.
Make it hurt.
1:30 left to go. Shot clock only at 20, so now it's at 13. Des to Kamani, right wing. Back to Des, back to Kamani. Now JD out top. JD turns the corner and poked away from behind. And now St. Louis trying to go in transition. 1:18 left. Ramblers by 6. Don't want to foul. Don't want to allow a 3. Avila against Dawson. He has 4 fouls. Dawson just keeping the hands back. McCautry gets the ball. Now Swope deep left. 1:05 left. Swope against Kamani to the baseline. Underneath to Warlick. Wasn't ready for it. Against Kamani. Against Rubin. He traveled again. It was going to be should have been another 3-second call potentially if he didn't travel. And the Ramblers have it with 58.8 to go, leading by 6.
Love the game plan. The ball goes into Avila. We're doing a great job of choking off Jimerson and also Swope as well. So we're trying to get them to push the ball to Kalu Anya or like a Dylan Warlick. We want to make non-decision makers make decisions.
The combination of Jimerson and Avila today are 5 of 15. Well, I think is actually obviously holding them to 12 and 4 points respectively. I think it's the fact that they've only attempted 15 shots between the two of them. Avila's 3 of 8 and Jimerson's 2 of 7. Now, obviously, more shots are going to Swope because he's been the hot hand.
Yeah.
But I think they can't score if you don't let them shoot.
Yeah,
right?
that is some great analysis.
I mean,
but it is true.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, but that is true, though. I mean, especially with the way the last game went. I mean, he put a career high and a program record on our head. So it's like, no, I mean, the competitor, and he doesn't want to let him get going even a little bit the next time you face him.
Jimerson's played the full game, and he's taken 7 shots. That's 4 points. He has been a non-factor. Now, I say that, and he could become a factor because probably at some point in this final 59 seconds, he will be taking a 3-point shot. Yeah. We can pretty much guarantee that. Loyola can make it somewhat of a moot point, though, if they can just score, basically, here on all of the possessions they have the rest of this game. They're up by 6, have it with 59.6 seconds left.
Yep. Got to get the ball inbounds. UC SLU, they're going a little bit smaller, so they're going to try to be, pressing, trying to get some traps. You got to be able to get the ball inbounds and meet every single pass. I know they're going to be swiping at it. Who has a possession arrow? SLU, they have the same possession arrow, so they're probably going to try to.
Watson trying to inbound, and it knocked out of bounds by Kaluanya, who was guarding on the baseline. Watson cannot move.
Can't move.
It was not a made basket. It was a turnover. Shot clock should be 29 because the ball was touched technically out of bounds. So by rule, 1 second should come off the clock, I believe. Yep, 29 left shot clock now. And Kamani's going to come in. I like this. Get somebody. No, he's coming in for Korea. And now Kamani will inbound the ball.
Yep, a little taller.
A little more length. Yep, exactly. Des, someone who can get free for the inbounds pass. A little bit maybe better than Korea.
I trust Des at the free throw line in these moments, too.
Yep, 5 of 5 today. All right, Kamani gets it into Des. Des in the backcourt. Will crisscross across the court, into the front court, and they foul him. I don't think on purpose, though.
No.
Just try to poke the ball away, and Des will go to the line. Still 1-1, though. 1-1 for Des. 22 points, 7 of 14 from the field, 5 of 5 at the line. Watson told us post-game against UMass, he's been thinking about this since the end of last year, wanting that get back. All that's been on his mind, and he has done his part. 1-1 for Des. Deep breath, 3 dribbles. Bends the knees. Free throw up, and good. Nylon for Des. 67-60. This next one would tie his career high, which he's done 4 times in his career. 24 points, all here with Loyola over these 2 seasons. Second free throw for Des is in the air. Got it again. 68-60. Des Watson ties his career high with 24 points and doing it in the most important game. Until the next one. 55.2 left. Ramblers by 8. No threes, no fouls. That's usually the call out from the sideline here. Swope drives right, gets by JQ. JQ thought about going after him and then said, okay, nope, let him go. 68-62. 47 seconds left. Swope with 26 points. Ramblers against the pressure. Quinn in the backcourt. McCautry fouls Quinn. That'll be 1-1 still. JQ will shoot. And, St. Louis looking at it. Loyola, of course, second to last in the A10 in free throw shooting. Now, you just had Dez at the line, 70%, JQ 76%, but
JQ also missed 2 earlier, though.
Yep, good point. Still 1-1 here, 43 seconds left. St. Louis after timeouts here. 1. JQ made it. Swish. He's got another. His first point today. Going out a big time.
See what Swope just did?
No.
He tried to grab JQ's handler, give him a high five, trying to get in his head, so he misses this one.
Makes the second. It didn't work. 8-point Rambler lead. Billikens have 1 timeout left. Loyola has 2. The next foul by St. Louis is 2 shots for the Ramblers. Loyola still has 1 more to, quote-unquote, give in the 1-1. 43 seconds left. Possession arrow with St. Louis. Clock started early as Swope never touched it as they lobbed it towards half court. So now they'll make St. Louis inbound the ball near half court, but have to reset the clock by a second. Ramblers right now, this is a situation. You just don't, if you don't make a mistake or 2 over these final 43 seconds, you have this. You just have to play no mistake basketball.
Yep.
You're actually going to make St. Louis come all the way back and inbound it from the end line, so that sort of goes to Loyola's favor here.
But got to get up. Don't let them just roll the ball fast.
Yep.
There we go.
Swope just catches it at the opposite rim. We'll bring it across half court now with 38 seconds left. Ramblers by 8. Swope will rise up and miss. Back iron. Loose ball. Kamani the rebound with 30 seconds left. They have to foul. Dawson to Kamani to Dawson, and the backcourt gets wrapped up, and that'll be 2 shots for JD with 26.5 seconds left. And the Ramblers are that close from getting the monkey off their back here at the A10 tournament. And it's been tough in tournament environments in general for Loyola over the last 3 seasons, whether it was Myrtle Beach, Hawaii, or the A10 tournament. It's been tough for the Ramblers. The only tournament win they got was that game against BC in the Kansas City event last year, Thanksgiving. Dawson shooting 2. He's got 11 points today. First free throw of the day. Got it. Ramblers 13 of 18 from the line. Could still be a bit better, but that's nearing 75%, 72%. Let's make it a 10-point game with 26.5 to go. Dawson shot.
Ooh.
Too strong. Rebound by Johnson. Ramblers by 9 with 23 seconds left. No threes, no fouls. Johnson turns the corner left against Dawson. Johnson picks it up. 15 seconds left. Has to give it up to Swope. 13 seconds left. Guarded by Watson. 12 seconds left.
Too much
Tries to
time.
take a step back 2. He made it with 8.7. 71-64. Swope with 30 points. Where the Ramblers are 7.7 seconds away from making it a hollow 30 for Isaiah Swope. And I believe this would be well, I don't know what St. Louis's postseason could be. Could be an NIT. This could be Isaiah Swope's last game. He is a senior. So
him and Gibson, Jameson.
And Watson has the free throw bounce out. He's going to get 1 more here. This 1 point for Dez would set a new career high.
Yeah, they're pulling both of them out to get them their applause.
So Josh Schertz deciding that going to wave the white flag with 7.7 seconds left. Jimerson and Swope will come out of the game, but got to respect both those guys. I mean, Jimerson been around forever, but making threes forever. And Isaiah Swope with an incredible game today. Des Watson all alone at the line with just Billikens. Bounces it in. New career high for Des Watson. 25 points. He'll come out of the game for Jalen Quinn. And the Ramblers leading 72-64 with 7.7 seconds left. Johnson gets the ball in the backcourt, and the time will come off the clock, and the Ramblers will advance to the A10 tournament semifinals to take on the top seed VCU tomorrow afternoon with a 72-64 win over St. Louis today. Not quite wire to wire, but basically for all but 4 minutes in this game, the Ramblers had a 2-possession lead. For brief moments here, St. Louis got it within 2, got it within 3, but the Billikens last led at 4-2, and Loyola able to control from that point on. So keep it tuned here on the postgame show. We're going to switch it up a bit because of postgame duties for the winning coach. Drew Valentine's going to be doing a lot. He has to do a postgame press conference. Has to do an interview with CBS to get ready for tomorrow. That's on the docket. And so it's going to be a while potentially before he'll get out to talk to us. So what we're going to do today, we're going to talk to assistant coach Chris Huey, who had the scout on St. Louis. And we'll get the inside knowledge from him about what the Ramblers wanted to do and what they did do in this game. And, of course, we'll also talk to an RSN MVP. I have a feeling it's Dez.
Yeah, let's get Dez over
here. His career-high 25 points. That's all coming up next on the JB Alberto's postgame show on the Rambler Sports Network from Learfield. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back in a couple of minutes.
Loyola Medicine, the official health system and sports medicine sponsor of Loyola Athletics, is making it easier than ever to find the right provider on a date and time that work with your busy schedule. Using the My Loyola online self-scheduling tool, you can make your next appointment in under a minute. Choose from over 30 specialties, in-person appointments or virtual visits, and your preferred date and time, then confirm and schedule. Head to loyolamedicine.org/schedule now to make your appointment today.
This spring, Raising Cane's invites you to grab life by the chicken fingers. So get out there. Be you. Do you. Embrace whatever makes you, you. All while enjoying Raising Cane's hand-battered cooked-to-order chicken fingers, crispy crinkle-cut fries, buttery Texas toast, and that secret recipe cane sauce that makes everything that much better. So go on. Savor the day.
Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love.
We believe a successful retirement requires a solid game plan. Strategic Wealth Designers, the official retirement planning sponsor of Loyola Athletics, is here to assist. Their holistic approach to retirement planning addresses various aspects of your financial landscape, aiming to ensure a well-rounded strategy for your golden years. Visit swdgroup.com or give them a call at 1-877-SWD-GROUP. Strategic Wealth Designers is a paid sponsor of Loyola Athletics. No endorsement by Loyola Athletics is stated or implied, and Loyola Athletics is not a client of Strategic Wealth Designers.
Hey, Loyola fans, Cam Krutwick here. Have you ever shopped for sports or concert tickets online only to be blown away by the high fees at the checkout? You can forget about the sticker shock with TicketEstore.com, an official ticketing partner of Loyola Athletics. Proud members of the National Association of Ticket Brokers and celebrating 20 years in the business. TicketEstore.com has the tickets you love without the fees you don't. Next time you're looking for great seats, TicketEstore.com is your destination.
Scott's coming back. Kyle's sitting here with us right now, and he's just put the headset on. He's ready.
What's up? This is the JB Alberto's postgame show. The official pizza sponsor of Loyola Athletics. Order online at jbalbertos.com. Call them at 773-973-1700. Or visit them at 1326 West Morse Avenue. Plus, make sure to grab JB Alberto's Pizza at Gentile Arena the next time you are there, whether it's for basketball or potentially men's volleyball, or at Loyola Softball Park, which the home schedule for the Ramblers will begin next weekend. CT, I'm out of breath here. I just ran.
Just ran.
Well,
30
I
yards.
jogged. Let's be honest. I jogged. I'm excited, though. Ramblers win.
Yeah.
72-64. And you didn't go through the stats yet, right?
No, I didn't. You want me to do it while you catch your breath?
You know what? Yeah, you go. You're really good at going through the stats. I'm also going to set up our headset here and hand over the effects hookup for our friends from George Mason here. So they have that ready to go.
So Loyola getting their first A10 tournament victory today by a final score of 72-64. If you weren't listening, Des Watson led Loyola